I'm here today to redefine myself and correct a few misnomers that were brought forth about me, putting down my personality and my character. Okay, I shall now be called Jeff I Is, the guy from Black Eyed Peas. Will I Am. If Will is Will I Am, Jeff I Is, and of course, as you may or may not know, I is the vomit guy. Is I not? Okay. Now, what does that mean? It means that I rock to the world of seeing girls vomiting. Not guys, but girls, good-looking girls. That's what I like. Okay, but not necessarily puking on me. Puking on me would be a Roman shower. Roman showers, I don't particularly, I don't necessarily need Roman shower. I just enjoy rocking to the world of seeing girls vomiting in whatever venue, whether they're wasted, they're drunk, or they have the stomach flu. Howard once said to me, he bets my best friend in the whole wide world is a stomach flu. And maybe I'll agree with that. Maybe I need more friends, okay? Maybe I need more friends who understands Jeff the Vomit Guy, formerly Jeff the Vomit Guy, now Jeff I Is, okay? Jizz for short. That's my name, Jizz, okay? And I really would like to meet people who share my fetish, and I'm hoping to use Howard's show as a format, as a meeting grounds, where maybe people could call in and meet up with me through howardshrine.com and my website, I should say my email address. Okay.
Okay. Well, Jizz, best of luck today.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I really hope, given the opportunity, I would like to be able to make myself understood and be clear about things and not be what's the word, man up. I have to man up and come forth and not be a little mamsy-pamsy sissy boy and hide in the background. I have to be able to communicate and tell Howard what I like, and because I'm 53 years old now.
Right.
And this has been with me all my life.
You're no spring chicken anymore.
I ain't no spring chicken. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, okay?
Okay.
I am what I am, my interests, and I believe, and I'm led to believe, there are people out there. If I can't be with normal people, because, let's face it, I ain't so normal, I need to be with freaks like myself, okay? I need to be with people who are understanding, who want to meet somebody who, like, drums to his own beat, you know what I'm saying? Who marches to his own drummer.
Sure.
I'm not of this culture. I never really was, okay? I always was an independent thinker, okay?
All right.
Yeah, well, I have a therapist. I can't name any names or any clinic I go to. She's a very good-looking therapist. I go to her. I fantasize about her constantly puking. I don't go to her to say to her, help me get over my puke desires, okay, about women. I never say that. I always say that I want to enhance my thing by meeting people, okay, by meeting girls who share it. I don't look to get over anything, okay.
Well, of course not.
I don't find it to be wrong. I think that to each his own, and this is my thing. And why can't people be open-minded and liberal-minded enough to understand?
Right. Vomit is life, and the rest is just details.
Well, yeah. To me, that rocks my world. To me, there are two things that rock my world: gambling, which I do on a daily basis, and looking for girls vomiting. That is my life. Okay?
Hard to believe there's not more people like you out there, Jeff.
Well, there are people, but they don't come forward.
Hard to believe they don't step into the mainstream.
Yeah, well, you might say, what girl wants to get sick? What girl could understand getting sick and also getting some sexual charge out of it? But for me, it's like a voyeuristic thing. Seeing a visual act to take place has always given my libido some enhancement to it.
Okay, well, Jizz, we're going to let you get in there and talk to Howard.
Yes, I hope so. I hope I can bring forth my tongue-tied ways and be able to enunciate and elucidate pronunciate my desires, so it could be clear and understanding. I'm basically holding Howard to a promise he made to me 3 years ago. He was going to find me some girl. So the one for Tabitha Stevens thought I had a tiny little penis, and she didn't understand the value of vomiting or even spitting on me. She couldn't understand, couldn't relate to that. Howard said to her, could you please, spit on Jeff or vomit on him? And she looks at him, she looks at me like what? Why for? What's the reason? So obviously her headset wasn't attuned to we weren't on the same wavelength. I just was very disappointed because, the very few opportunities I get on, and then what comes after it, nothing. I'm discouraged by that. So maybe, hopefully, this time will be different.
Okay. Good luck to you today, sir.
I hope so. I hope so.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff Levy is known as Jeff the Vomit Guy. He's been on our show on and off for years, and
he's not too creepy. He's sitting in the green room, and he comments on everything that happens as he looks out the door. So as I'm coming by, you know, because I went to the coffee room, as I'm going by, he goes, and that's Robin Quivers. Like he's doing commentary for himself, I guess.
yeah, Jeff, I'll be honest with you. I was against you coming in because I'm so disgusted by you.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm truly humbled by your appearance, by being in your presence.
You should be humbled by everyone.
Right.
I saw you at the Garden the other day. I was rooting for Miami.
Where are you? Why? Aren't you a New Yorker?
No, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a native New Yorker. I'm a native Brooklynite. I root for the New Jersey Nets, who will be coming to Brooklyn in a couple of years. But there are 4 teams that I love to hate. And without those teams, I don't know, there'd be nothing for me to hate. The Knicks, the Mets, the Jets, and the Rangers. I'm a big Pittsburgh Pirate, Steeler, and Penguin fan. I've been all my life, and I grew up with those teams. Even though living in New York, that doesn't mean I have to be loyal, devoted to New York. I guess I'm not in a New York state of mind, okay?
Yeah. Jeff, you've gotten fatter than what I remember. When is the last time you were on the show? Do you...
3 years ago with Tabitha Stevens, when you asked Tabitha if she could throw up on me, she looked at you, she looked at me, she said, what? Why 4? You know, she just didn't understand that type of...
so she didn't do it, right? Because she goes along with everything.
I think the best she did was spit on me.
That's fun.
I coughed up a good one. You ready?
Yes.
Like that?
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing there,
on
Jeff?
your nipples and rub it in.
Jeff, you're rubbing it into your belly?
I try to smell if there's a distinctive, some type of odor. There is some form of odor to saliva.
It is. I had to brush my teeth again.
Jeff, what are you doing now? You're rubbing it on your rotund belly,
yes.
and you're smelling your fingers.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm trying to see, you know, there's some type of odor.
Just update everyone who doesn't know Jeff the Vomit Guy. You're how old are you now?
I'm 53.
Are you 53?
Yes.
You say your father doesn't approve of your vomit fetish, but
no, he's an old school. He's from the old school. He's 88 years or 89 years old.
I think your dad just doesn't approve of your lifestyle. You still live with your father.
I
you
live
don't.
with my
You've never made a living.
I know. I have no life for me.
Have you ever had a job? Because you're a bright guy.
I worked at the post. I worked for several civil service jobs.
And you get fired each time?
No. I seem to just walk. I seem to just walk out here.
You leave.
Huh?
I
basically left.
What did you do for the post office?
I sorted mail. Was inside work. I wasn't a letter carrier.
How often?
I worked the midnight shift. I was with all the degenerates and perverts talking about their sex affairs as they were doing the mailing.
I never want another letter.
Why did you leave a job that at least you had somewhere to go? You were making a living. Your father must have been proud of you. You were able to contribute to society. Why did you leave?
I just wasn't proud. I just wasn't proud. I mean, I just. At the time, I was much younger. This is going back 25 years. I just seemed to feel like maybe jobs grow on trees, or I could just move on, or just
maybe there was something more for you.
Something. Maybe there's something else out there. Maybe I just couldn't be constricted to a.
Have you ever been diagnosed by a psychiatrist? Is there something wrong with you?
I've gone to therapists who give me the category of being paraphilias. Paraphilias, not necessarily a major. Mental disorder, but whereas a compulsive fetish, a fetishist, someone who,
aside from the fetish that you like women to vomit on you, are you retarded?
That's a misnomer. I don't like women to vomit. I like watching it, a visual, a voyeuristic act.
You like to watch women vomit?
Period. Yes.
But you like them to vomit on you?
No, maybe, but not necessarily. It doesn't really thrill me that much.
I didn't know
to watch them vomit on me. No.
Oh, I thought that was why you laid on the floor naked and hoped they vomited on you.
No. I could just as easily be watching in the back as they're puking into a toilet or a sink or something. And
that's for real, huh?
Yeah, that's for real.
And what do? You jack off when you watch that?
Yes, that's it.
Are there websites you can go to watch women vomit?
There are websites. Yeah, there are websites. Not that many. No, the one that I use.
Well, how many do you need?
How many people vomit and get off on it in terms of you say it's a legitimate fetish?
They once told me at the Ulan Spiegel Society, which was a leading S&M organization, which I was a member of 10 years ago, they said that maybe 1% out of the 1% of people in America who might be into S&M, maybe 1% has the fetishes of infantilism or bodily fluids, getting excited by bodily fluids.
And saliva?
So you are
Saliva.
absolutely unique.
Saliva turns you on?
No, I'm not absolutely.
not
Saliva
unique.
turns me on. It's oral fixation. Yes.
Right. And so don't you think that there's something also, like, you're very odd. I notice when you talk, and so I don't know if it's a put on, but you're odd. Have people told you you're odd?
People have said I'm unusual or different.
And they never, your parents never had you tested?
No, I don't. I wasn't tested for autism or anything like that. I graduated high school general diploma.
Did you go to college?
I went to New York City Community. I marketing major.
Did you finish?
No, I didn't.
You don't finish anything. Is that your pattern?
I seem to. No, right. You're right. I don't finish.
You can't
How
finish?
long did you hold any job? I mean,
A year at the
a
post
year.
office.
Okay.
Yes,
And then what other jobs did you have?
Well, in the past 3 years, I joined Industry Model Talent Agency. I was doing some movie extra work. I
heard that. You got into two movies.
Yeah, 2 movies. Julia Roberts movie, Duplicity.
And you stand in the background?
Yeah, about mob scenes.
And what do you get paid for that?
Being I'm not connected with any union, it was pretty marginal, I guess, and it wasn't enough.
So it's not a job. It's just for an exciting day. You get to be on
Bank of America commercials, Capital One commercials, and backdrop type of scene.
So what do you get, like $200 for the day?
A little less than that.
What was your dream in life? I mean, you say that you didn't want to end up at the post office.
I have 2 goals in life. It seems like I have 2 driving goals. I love playing lotteries. The legitimate New York daily lotteries.
How does one get through life? Explain it to me without working. Does your father pay for you?
I get a disability.
What is your
grant from the
disability?
government.
So there is something mentally wrong
yeah,
with
somebody
you.
had to declare
Well,
you
back
that.
back in 1985, I found that I couldn't work regularly or get along well with people, so I had to go through many
This is a great
psychiatry.
country. You see, this is why this country's bankrupt. Why are we supporting it? He can work.
discovered that he couldn't get along with
Well, there are things I could do. There are things I feel I can't do. I feel in some
What do you
ways.
mean? You went to somewhere and you said to them, "There's no way I can work," and they give you a paycheck.
Not that easy. No.
So when you say it's not that easy, you were diagnosed with some sort of mental illness.
So you have to get doctor's reports.
What does your doctor's report say?
Back in 1985, I think paranoid schizophrenia.
Is that what it is?
Well, that's not what I don't think it is. I don't really think I fit into that category.
But the doctor said you're paranoid schizophrenic.
They found they were basically trying to be helpful that I go to get a private lawyer because Social Security did not find me disabled. Okay, they found that I could be fit even shoveling horse manure.
Right.
I could do something, and I'm trying to say that I can't work regularly, I can't fit in.
But you could work.
So well, I could, if you're motivated or you're able to do it, and it's a whole part is being
What is
motivated.
he saying, Robin?
I love
motivation.
that. He thinks that people are motivated who have these bad jobs. No, they just don't feel like they should be on the public dole.
If you weren't on the public dole, you would have to go out and work. You would have to eat. And look at you. You got some belly.
I'm not. Well, no, I don't have much of it. I don't have that much of an appetite. I don't.
You don't
consider
have an
myself
appetite? You're overweight.
Obese.
You're obese.
I don't know.
Look at his belly.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm.
He's obese.
I'm 5'9", 235. Maybe
Yeah,
I am
that's-
40 pounds overweight.
Right.
I am sluggish. I eat a lot of junk foods. That's true. It's true. That's true. I used to think maybe you like me, maybe you like me a little, but I know that
you're repulsive.
the image that I personify must be very distasteful to most people.
Is anyone else in your family? Was it a
My
huge?
mother is dead.
It must have been a huge from embarrassment.
Yeah, what a
It
relief.
must have been a huge disappointment to your parents. When you have are you the only child?
Yes, I'm the only child.
And I mean,
yes.
that baby is born and you have such hopes and dreams and
He
stuff.
must have been cute.
Yeah, at what age did they realize this is going horribly
Well,
wrong?
I realized at the age of 13, and at the age of 13, I was an honor student in a junior high school, but then from the 8th and 9th grade, it seemed like my grades would go from the 90, I was getting 45s and everything.
What
So I
happened?
don't know if it was the teachers or the curriculum got harder. I just didn't apply myself. I was always good in history. I always was thinking about the history class in the 8th grade, Mr. Wagner at Huddy Junior High School, talking about the Romans with their vomitorium. So I thought maybe I belonged in ancient Rome. I was reincarnated into this lifestyle. I must have
had something to do with the Roman gladiators or something in a former life.
So what's going on with the vomit fetish? Just so I can wrap this up.
Actually, very little. What I like.
You never get a girlfriend.
What
right? Women aren't
like,
attracted to you.
You want a girlfriend?
Yes, I would like to. My ideal soulmate would be to find some girl who's open-minded to my fetish and understanding that, you know, because she's getting sick doesn't mean that I hate her. I want to see her dead. I mean, it's not like I hate
Let me
people.
understand what you fantasize about.
Yeah.
If you had a wife,
yeah,
you would like her to vomit in front of you.
Yeah, I would like to be in her presence as she's throwing up. Not necessarily.
Would she have to be naked when she throws up?
No, not necessarily. That's not necessarily true.
Someone told me you like to fantasize that you're a doctor and you put a tongue depressor in a girl's mouth.
Yeah,
And they gag
it's an oral fixation. Yes,
and you want to see saliva.
Yeah,
What is that about? Tell me that.
I fantasize about you too, Rob. Over the years, I could picture. You know, it's a fantasy.
What do you want to see Robin do? You want to look in her mouth and see saliva?
I like to picture a girl, you know, saliva.
Like Robin wouldn't vomit on you, but what would you want to see? The tongue, what?
The tongue, the mouth, the lips, the saliva. There's something about that that's what's the word? An oral fixation.
You want to see the
And
saliva?
You just want to look in a girl's mouth.
Would you let him
not
see
as
your
many
saliva?
not as many opportunities as I would like.
But that's what I'm saying. Just looking at a girl's mouth, the inside.
Yeah, it could get me turned.
What is it you're looking at? The saliva?
Yeah, it's the saliva, the tongue. Maybe.
Would you let him look in your mouth,
No.
Rob? Why? He's so creepy.
Because that is not. I don't want to turn him on.
Even through the glass, you wouldn't let him open your mouth and let him look in.
I need girls who are interested because they too have a similar fetish or they have a desire.
Do you want to look in a girl's mouth? Sally, come in here. This
Who's
is Sally.
Sally?
Sally is a girl who's agreed to come in and let Jeff look in her mouth. This is your lucky day.
Oh, I noticed that you got your ear pierced.
Who?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
did? Why?
I've had it pierced for several years.
Why, you
already.
want to look
didn't notice
attractive?
that.
Well, it seems to
This
be.
is Sally. Hi. Sally, how are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very pretty. Very pretty. What? Oh, you're on mic 3. Okay. Sally, you're wearing a dress and you have long blonde hair.
I'm all women. I'm all woman. I have a nice pussy. Look.
What do you think there, Jeff?
I think Sally is a phony baloney.
What do you mean?
Really? I think.
You're out of your fucking mind. I'm all woman. Look.
Yeah.
Look at this asshole.
I'm all man. I'm all man.
You fucking creep.
I'm all man. I know what a woman looks like.
Sally, you just showed Jeff your asshole. You're not turned off by
I mean,
him.
if you show me a tongue, this must be the bearded lady or something.
I'm Italian.
Very nice. It could look like a female tongue. Like Angela Jolie. You ever look at Angela Jolie with those?
Angela.
Angela Jolie. With
Angelina.
Angelina Jolie.
Why don't you lay down? I want to throw up on you.
I'm sorry. I'm just never would get turned on by a.
But he looks like a woman. I mean, Sal looks like a woman. Look.
No, it doesn't exactly look like Pamela Anderson.
Look at my nipples.
This is the closest we could get to a girl.
Be
with you.
Come on.
Find me a real girl. I'm not turned on.
All right, Sally.
Tracy Morgan was being interviewed at halftime at that Nick Miami game. He said that Sarah Palin and Tina Fey were good masturbation material. They look alike. I could picture those two girls puking up their guts, and I would masturbate.
Come on, get puked
also.
on, you fucking jackass.
No,
Let's go. Lay down.
I'm not interested. I don't like having male. I'm sorry. I don't like being men puke.
I'm not a man. I'm a woman.
I don't believe it.
Did you see my pussy? What's the matter with you? I got a cunt, you stupid asshole.
It turns
Lay
me
down.
off.
Let me puke on you.
It turns me off. No.
Fucking freak of
no.
nature. You're
No.
a stupid jerk. You
Because,
shouldn't have aborted
Did your father ever yell at you and call you a freak of nature? Like Sal is?
Yes.
Yeah, did Sal sound like your dad?
I consider myself to. No, I'm not. I don't want to put him down. I think he's a guy. He's a guy in drag.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's not my thing.
Sally,
What?
unsuccessful.
Yeah, of course. Guy's a jerk off. Doesn't know a hot chick when he sees one. What's the matter with him? The fucking asswipe.
Do you think anyone else here would be?
Gotta do this stupid shit and that fucking asshole make a jerk off out of myself. And that fucking asshole won't lay down and let me vomit on him. Fucking idiot. I put up with all this fucking bullshit and he's standing like a fucking like a fucking chooch. Shithead.
Rejection's hard.
It is.
Rejection is hard. Could be worse. I could look like him.
Hey, nice ass, Sally.
Fucking piss me off.
Nice ass.
Sally.
I'm strictly heterosexual. I walk around the East
Do you ever
Village.
want to fuck a woman, or you don't care about that?
Yeah, well, probably if the stimulus, the foreplay would be, seeing a girl telling me she's nauseous, getting sick, and then my dick would get hard,
Something
and I
tells
would
me
stick it up her ass. Okay.
Something tells me.
You'd
Why
stick
would
up
you
her
stick it in her
ass?
ass?
I mean, I might, be behind her, and my dick would be erect, and she's bending over a toilet, and
Is your fantasy to bang a chick while she's vomiting?
Yeah, I guess that would be a better fantasy. A biological girl, yes.
Yes, a biological girl.
A biological girl, yeah, a girl that was born a girl, a pretty girl. Pamela Anderson, Britney Spears.
Now, what is this? You have a friend who's into this too. You know other people who do this.
Yeah, I have.
And you guys went out and you tried to. What?
There was this guy, Michael from Jersey, he had a website, Vomit Online, for 3 years. He had a few subscribers, not that many. He felt like it was a one-man wrecking crew. He had to do the lighting, the cameras. We got girls in different venues to do puke scenes for the internet. They got drunk. They got a little wasted. They took some Ipecac syrup.
So is this guy your friend?
He's my friend.
And he started a website. You two were trying to get girls to vomit on camera.
Yes, we successfully did. We had several girls do that on.
And he's worse than you. He likes girls to shit on him.
Right, exactly right. He's into scat, and apparently that's more acceptable than my particular thing.
So did you let the girl shit on you too?
Well, when I was with the dominatrix with him once, yes. In order for her to do what I wanted, she first had to, we had to fulfill her desires, and she said by shitting on us, that would get her in the right mood. She would take a dump right on his face, and
you saw that.
I was kind of that's not my.
Such a depraved world.
It's not my scene, okay? That's really not my thing.
Did she shit on you?
A drop.
Let me understand something. Where do you go to find as you call it, a dominatrix?
Where can you go? Dominate? Where do you go? These dominatrixes are dominant. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want me to be able to stroke.
You're frothing at the mouth. Why?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, shh, calm down.
Yeah, I get it.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah, I get all unsettled.
I'm sitting there. That's what I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching the corner.
I get unsettled by the fact that my particular thing.
All right, you like to be vomited on.
Yeah, there's a vomit club in this world.
So you hooked up to with this guy who likes that too, and he likes to be shit on.
Yes. But he's
so where did you
money
go?
Talks and bullshit walks. He has a prominent job.
Right.
Okay, he has a double life of Walter Mitty. He has a life, a family, a career. But
really,
his wife doesn't know he likes to be defecated on.
No, he was able to keep it secret for 20 some odd years. Now he goes on Craigslist, his profile, Facebook.
Oh, he's divorced.
He's now divorced from his wife. He's now playing the field. He's met a few women who he has many different fetishes. Okay, one of them is scat. Even though the Vomit Online thing catered to vomit, he's with the scat. Okay.
All right.
Me.
Why did you end up going in the same room with him? Because you can't afford your own dominatrix.
Right. I can't. No, that's right. I can't. I'm a very poor individual. Okay. I can't even have my own home computer.
So he says to you, "Hey Jeff, I'm your friend. Let's go visit the dominatrix."
Right.
You go there with him. He knew of this woman.
One that he
was she attractive?
Yes, she was an attractive black lady. Yes.
And you go into her home?
No, we went to a hotel.
You go to a hotel.
A motel.
Motel.
Yeah.
And what is the fee to have somebody vomit and defecate?
I would say anyway between about $250.
All right. And she was really attractive, nice body, whole thing.
Yes.
But how do you prepare the room?
Well, you just do it spontaneously. The cleanup crew. I mean, the maids are so you shit,
Right.
on the floor on the bed. So what?
So let me understand. Take me through this.
Yeah.
You guys get in there. Do you guys get nude?
Yes.
So he's naked and you're naked.
Yes.
You're standing there.
Right. Or she's telling us to squat down and kneel down.
Right. She's humiliating.
Right. It's a humiliation scene.
You like that?
Yes. But if I could be in control, not being controlled, if I can control it. In other words, I don't need a dominatrix. I need a submissive girl.
Right.
Okay?
So you said to her, "Okay, vomit on me," and she said what?
And she told me first to suck her toes, or she wanted to take a golden shower on us or a brown shower on us and do things like that.
She said, in order for me to
plead, she wanted to see him and I, close together as there's shit all over us, and that would get us in the mood. So that would get her
at any point do you say to yourself, "God, this is crazy what I'm doing"? I mean,
well,
this is disgusting.
It seemed like
you're in a room with a man naked. You're kneeling near each other, and she's shitting on you.
Well, it seemed like in order for her to do what I wanted, you have to basically
And what is it?
adhere to her needs.
Is it like a fever inside of you? Like you're like, I'll do anything just to get this woman to vomit.
It's basically, it wasn't. I basically was kind of intimidated and unsettled that this is what I have to go through to get what I want, because it was obviously the wrong type of a chick, the wrong type of dominatrix.
So when you're in a room and she begins, so now you're naked, you've sucked her toes, your friend has sucked her toes, I assume, and now she says, okay, I'm going to give a brown shower to both of you.
Yeah, because she says, both you guys are making me so sick and disgusting. I'm disgusted. I'm going to throw up all over you. You know.
All right, so when she goes to, first she has to make a duty on you, right?
Yes, that seems to be.
And where does she put the duty? On your back?
For him, she did it right on his face.
And he liked that.
Does the whole
she squatted right down on his face and almost into his mouth. Okay?
And what is he doing? Is he masturbating?
Yes, he's getting very turned. He's getting very turned.
Were you upset by seeing him masturbating?
No, I wasn't upset. I was kind of entertained and curious, proving to me that there are people out there who have many different fetishes and things.
That's what's going through your head at the time. And does the room stink to high hell from the duty?
There's a smell. Actually, it stinks much more than puke. Okay.
Right.
I could never get into it. The scat.
Right. So
which is more prevalent than puke, apparently. More prevalent. More people. More girls.
So you didn't. So at no time did duty end up on you?
There was a little.
How did it get on you?
Well, she had it. I was in a position where lying on the ground, and she basically got it onto my thighs or.
And what do you do? Do you wipe it off?
I washed it off. Okay. Just like if a girl was to vomit on me, I would take a shower. I wouldn't be.
I like that Robin's eating through this. How do you eat? What are you eating?
Listen.
What the fuck are you eating? How do you? I'm ready to die here. What are you eating?
I could have a 3-course meal and enjoy my food and you know.
Yeah, we see that. But what are you eating, Robin? Honestly,
vegetable.
You could eat a vegetable right now. Through that, there's people defecating in his friend's mouth.
I stopped listening because it was just disgusting.
Well, didn't you once say I'm a vomit-inducing agent? And you said, Howard, my best friend is the stomach flu. Okay?
You picked the right fetish because you can make anyone throw up.
And Artie Lang said when Kendra Jade was here 10 years ago in the other bill, he said he'll bang the bags right out of her eyes or something like that.
So anyway, then the woman agreed to vomit on you, and so she did.
Right, yeah. But again, that's not really my scene. I want one-on-one someone who has the fetish, who has a desire to get sick and nauseous and feel nauseous, and I'd be the vomit coach. I would be the one in control.
When the woman vomited on you, and I'm choking as I said, do you masturbate?
Yes, I do.
To completion.
Or in front of me, not necessarily on me, but in front of me. Yes, I would masturbate. That's that's what rocks my world.
And now after this is all done, there's shit, there's vomit, there's everything in the room stinks.
There's piss,
you guys all get up and leave.
Lord.
And you leave that for the chambermaid.
No, take a shower, clean. And we have some bags, some lining under some mats, some black bags.
The woman leaves what, right after she vomits?
She hangs out a little bit, and then she takes a hike, you know.
Right.
She knew him. He was her customer for several times, and they were good friends. It seems like you need to know someone to be able to, you know, them to know you, to safe to be around for them to, you know, to be willing.
But meanwhile, it's $250. Do you leave a tip for the chambermaid who has to clean all this?
We leave it. No, I don't. I can't leave anything. I can't leave anything. I'm a poor individual. Okay?
But did he leave some money?
Yes.
He did.
Yes,
what does he leave for a chambermaid after just shit and vomit on everything?
About $20. $20 bill. Yeah.
Is there any banging that goes on?
Well,
did you establish that?
Michael bangs. He bangs his wife all these years.
No. Did he bang the hooker?
Yes.
Dominatrix.
Yes. Part of it is you know, you get the foreplay, which is whatever the fetish is being played out, and then that enhances
and why didn't you bang
the sexual libido, okay?
Why didn't you bang her?
Because she didn't want me to bang
She didn't want you anywhere near her.
Because I was there for a vomit scene. I was just like a tag alonger. I wasn't the one who was paying the majority of the money.
Why do you say dominatrix if you go to so many dominatrixes?
I don't really.
What is that?
What I really don't need is a dominator. I need some type of freaky chick out there.
Is your life a disaster? I mean, you live with your father.
Yes, it is.
It is a disaster.
I'm a very pathetic pathetic individual. Okay?
You know that, at least.
I'm a very pathetic individual who doesn't seem to ever get his comeuppance or his desires met.
What do you mean his comeuppance?
I mean,
you mean you need to be reprimanded?
I recall 3 years ago when I was here, I thought you said, Howard, that you were going to find me a girl, a vomit girl.
Getting your comeuppance means that you haven't been punished.
No, I'm trying to say,
the
getting my due.
Oh, you're getting your due.
Getting my due. Because I feel that I'm doing nothing wrong.
But what do you have to offer a woman? You have no job. You have no money. You're not handsome. You're a bore. I mean, who's going to sit and be with you in a real loving relationship?
I think I have a very humorous personality. Okay.
All right.
And I do have a couple of. I do have a girlfriend that I've been seeing for 14 years who lives in New Jersey.
When did this happen?
14 years ago. I know her.
Yeah.
But she's not a vomit girl, and she's just not.
So what do? You fuck her?
No.
So she's not your girlfriend. She's a friend.
She's a good friend. Yeah, I know.
Right.
You said that same thing a few years ago.
Right.
Her name is.
Do
whatever
you have any? I mean, this guy.
Do you see her, or do you just talk to her on the phone?
I see her a couple times a month. She lives in a residential living facility in New Jersey.
Residential living facility.
I mean, she's.
What's wrong with her?
She's disabled. She's handicapped. She takes.
She's very lonely.
She takes. She's
only
depressed.
A girl who's lonely.
Both her parents are dead.
Right.
So her brother couldn't let her stay.
How lonely would you have to be in order to be his friend?
I gotta find out. She's on some kind of medication.
She's on Silicryl and Klonopin and all these other medications that I've never taken in my life because I don't take any medications.
Do they want
ever.
you? Did your doctor want you on medication?
No, not really, because I never stuck to any psychiatry long enough to be prescribed.
Is your father completely disgusted with you?
No, he tells me, he basically says I should come to you.
And doesn't he say you should get a job?
Instead of being made a buffoon of,
right.
Find me, maybe if you have the power to do so, maybe I'm false in thinking maybe I feel you do have some control.
There's a girl on the phone who wants to vomit for you.
I would sure love to be with him.
This is Wendy. Wendy, hi.
Actually, Wendy would be perfect.
Right.
I can hear it, that's for sure.
Oh, God. Now I can't.
What do you think of this?
How do I know that's not a guy?
No, it's a girl.
Wendy's
that's Wendy.
A girl.
Wendy?
She's retarded.
I like to meet her.
She's always throwing up. It's just spontaneous with her.
I like to meet her. I like bulimic chick, or I shouldn't say bulimic chicks, okay? Because I don't encourage bulimic girls to be sticking their fingers down their throat not to puke, okay? I want to meet some girls who just maybe like to get wasted or drunk or eat too much.
Well, as you say,
I keep feeling there are girls out there, they make fetish
There are no
tapes.
girls out there who want to be...
You've been advertising this for how many years?
No, but there are no girls who want to be with a guy who doesn't take care of himself physically, who doesn't work, who isn't motivated to do anything, lives with his father. He's 50-something years old, lives with his father.
53.
Girls aren't... You know what? Everything else aside, maybe a girl would be vomiting in front of you, but you're a mess.
Well, if I can't be with normal people, I guess I need to be with freaky people who might have different perversities or degeneracies. Now, I don't really think I'm a degenerate. I don't think I'm a pervert, okay? I've never been in trouble with the law. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a child molester.
He looks like Benji, doesn't he?
Okay.
He could be Benji's brother.
I'm not a child molester.
No wonder Benji likes him.
I've never done anything wrong.
What?
I just have
he has a nice face.
You like his face.
I just have desires.
Picture him in a suit. He would look like a nice, normal guy.
I'm probably 40 pounds overweight.
It's gross, but to me, so is homosexuality.
I ride my bike every day. I don't know why I should be that out of shape. I ride my bike.
You guys have a similar look.
But when you get older, things don't get easy. It gets harder. It gets harder to do things.
To be into the things you're into, you need Charlie Sheen money, and you don't have it.
Charlie Sheen. I heard about what happened to him recently. Okay, writing out $30,000 checks and bringing porn girls over in the industry to watch his porn tapes, and he gets with the crack, the cocaine, or whatever.
Right.
I don't do drugs. I'm a real square. I never did drink. I never smoke. Okay, I don't smoke marijuana ever. Okay, I just
never even tried it.
I walk around the city. I get my rocks off. I see girls coming out of clubs, wasted, bars on a Saturday night. They're puking in the street.
Do you
always
really?
with their entourage.
Always
with their entourage.
That's smart though.
They're always with their entourage. I mean, they're always well protected. Right. I'm the one alone.
Yeah.
Everybody is spoken for, it seems. Everybody's accounted for. Their friends, their boyfriends, their girlfriends.
All right, Rochelle wants to puke for you. She's on the phone. Rochelle, hi. Hello? Rochelle? Oh, Rochelle, are you there? Rochelle?
Sounds like male vomit.
Oh, you can tell the difference?
You have an ear.
Yeah. It seems like males vomiting, it seems much more like they don't hold back. They have less inhibition.
Well, Robin, we found out what Jeff is all
I
about.
see what happened here, and I feel bad for Jeff, and I feel bad for his family because I can see under what he's saying what went on.
I go to my therapist.
He was a normal boy until about 13 years old.
Yeah, and what happened? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Schizophrenia.
I see.
Yeah.
No, he told us once. When he was about 11, he saw his cousin vomit.
More
No,
like
but
at the age
Yeah,
of
I'm not
5.
talking about the fetish. I'm talking about why he can't function in life.
So he had a break.
Yeah.
You had a break with reality. Do you hallucinate?
No, I don't hallucinate.
So then what are you saying, Rob?
I don't know.
I'm in compulsive thinking. I don't know.
He does, and it's not only hallucinations. It's an inability to figure out what's real, what's not.
Is that true? You can't figure out what's real and what's not?
I can figure out what's. I know what's real.
What is real?
You would have to be in his head.
He seems able to work.
I know
it.
what's real.
Again, just thinking, you know what? I'm too good for the post office.
Right.
You know, these grandiose thoughts of who he should be. You know, I don't.
Or where I
need
should
this,
be,
that,
or
yeah.
what I should be, or.
So how much does the government pay you to have this?
Right. I get to stand I get $800 a month.
Wow.
They don't just give you that.
What a
money.
great country.
Yeah,
And I
but
get
they
this.
don't
I
just
get
give you that
Medicare,
money.
Medicaid.
This is America.
Food stamps. Okay.
He really can't hold a job. Where is he going to work?
You eat with food stamps? When you go to the, how did you get to the Knick game? If you watch it on TV?
I saw you at the Knick
okay.
game talking.
He's watching TV, yeah.
Waving. I saw.
If you go to the Knick game, can you bring food stamps with you and like get hot dogs and stuff?
I couldn't afford to go to any Madison Square Garden in a Knick game.
Right.
I couldn't afford that. And I'm not a New York fan. I hate with an intense hatred the 4 New York teams.
So why do you watch them on TV?
It seems like I love to hate it. I love to root against them.
Right,
Okay.
right.
My teams are the Steelers, who are obviously a world-class team. The Pittsburgh Penguins, another world-class team.
How do you spend
the
the whole-
Pirates, which are the doormats.
How do you spend a day? I mean, what do you do all day? Do you walk around?
I do my shopping. I take care of my. I have cats and I have birds.
Right.
When Ted Simmons was at my house, he last spring with Howard in Demand, they were doing a whole segment on me. So I thought.
How many cats do you have?
I used to have 17. Now I have 10. Now I have 10.
10 cats.
10
Your father
cats.
allows that?
Yeah, they're all well taken care of. They're all healthy.
What happened to the 17? They died?
No, we gave
7?
some up for adoption. And
were you forced to?
no, I did it on my own. Feeling that it would be too much hoarding of the animals. I didn't think it was.
becoming.
What other things do you have? Birds?
I have parakeets.
It was becoming
and doves and homing pigeons.
Oh God.
What kind of place do you live in? It's a small apartment,
It's
right?
a four-room apartment.
A 4-room apartment. How many birds live in there and cats?
We have four nice bird cages, and the birds are small birds. What could be so terrible?
Oh, there you are. Who is that? Is that your dad?
Oh, man.
Who is that?
That's Jeff.
That's
isn't
Jeff? Oh, you had hair then. Oh, I
That's
see.
me. Yeah.
Oh, that's you, yeah.
Yes.
That's you on TV.
That's in my living room. That's right.
That's a pigeon in there.
That's right.
And how do the cats not eat the pigeons?
They're very protective, very friendly to them.
They don't attack the birds.
That's Dimitri, my pigeon. That's my favorite.
And the pigeon can fly around without a cage?
He has a cage, but he much prefers his freedom.
And the cats don't attack him?
No, not at all. No, they're very friendly. The cat, like cats on the outside, they don't go after pigeons. They might go after parakeets, but the parakeets are in a cage.
And your father doesn't mind all this?
No, he loves them. He has his own favorite cat that he keeps in his room.
Imagine the stink in that apartment with all those cats
I think
and birds.
that we were told about it.
I don't think it. No, it's well taken care of. It's well cleaned, and it shouldn't stink because I spend my majority of my life cleaning up that place. Okay, on an everyday basis.
All right. Look, I can't take it.
I know it sounds like a very sorry.
So you admit to being a hoarder and.
Did someone come to you and say, "Look, you're hoarding cats now"?
I used to have a family of dogs. They all lived to a ripe old age. I had 6 dogs, all one family, all born in the same house. 3 sets of twins, a mother and a father. The dogs lived to between the ages of 12 and 16. They're all dead now. Have no more dogs. Now I just have cats and
All right. You know what? It's a fascinating life. Beatrice wants to throw up for you. Yes, Beatrice.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it just seems like there's, I don't know, no girl. And I'm sure a lot of girls listen in. I just, I would like them to contact me at howardshrine.com and
Nick, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Thanks,
Hey.
man. Hey, this guy ought to be fucking locked up, man. Jeff, do you like to eat the vomit after they puke?
No. No,
You don't?
no, I'm not into that. No.
It seemed like that would be part of the fetish.
I know some guys. I know a couple guys who said they
Oh,
did,
God.
but I don't. That doesn't turn me on. It's the visual act of watching someone.
It's glad to see you're normal. Let's go to Pat.
Hey, my favorite part of this interview is that you guys are talking to a guy who wants to shit and have women vomit on him, and Howard corrects his grammar periodically.
And I don't like watching them shit. Okay, I'm strictly into seeing girls puking. Okay.
All right, let's go to
Don't
Mark.
get him confused.
Yeah, it's insulting. Let's go to
Yeah,
Mark.
it is insulting to me because
Go
I'm
ahead,
not a scat lover.
Howard, have you eaten yet?
Yeah, I ate before he came in. I made sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, I was just thinking there's got to be some broke cancer patient. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's too much for me. It's too much.
I don't know if they'd let him in the fucking hospital, but...
No, they probably would ban me as a persona non grata.
Do you
as
think
a
you're
person
vile?
not welcome?
Do you think you're vile?
Do I?
Like, do you think that you understand why women aren't into you?
I'm no more vile as Artie Lang.
Right.
But he has a girlfriend. He told you.
Artie was with women.
Yes, I do. I have a girl. Right. And I would like to.
Does
I
the
would like to meet them.
does the attractiveness level of the woman matter? Can you be with like big fat women and?
I could be with fat women that have pretty faces. I mean,
right. They have to look a little feminine.
I mean, yeah. What is it? What the girls only want to hang out with guys with money and fame, and they're all gold diggers. Okay. The first girl I ever lived with 20 years ago, her name was Susan. She was a gold digger. She also had ulcers. She would always be throwing up for me. It was just 20 some odd years ago. Okay. But
she was a gold digger?
She was a gold digger. She wanted to.
Why would any woman who's with you be a gold digger?
He was going
you
with
don't
me
have
and
a job.
other guys too. Okay. I mean, yeah, I've had some jobs.
Well, let me tell you.
I know I'm a very disappointment to mankind.
Well, Jeff, I don't know. Is there anything we can promote for you?
HowardShrine.com. People want to sincere females.
What is HowardShrine.com?
HowardShrine.net. HowardShrine.net.
What is that?
That's a website, an email address that my buddy Doc in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, who's a chiropractor, who's my agent, who knows you, or maybe you know him. He has the Howard Shrine. Everybody who's ever been on Howard, your show, he has dedications, monuments to their coming on, and I'm one.
And that's how people reach you.
Because I don't have my own home. I don't have a home computer. I have unless they call me on my cell phone, which they're very welcome to. I gladly give out my cell phone number.
Who are you giving it to?
I don't have any girl who would like to reach me, to speak to me. Not a guy, not a drag queen, not a transvestite.
Did you ever go to a drag queen? Have you been fooled?
One time, many years ago, when I used to go to streetwalkers and prostitutes back in the 80s, one time in the meatpacking district, I picked up a girl who looked like a girl. She showed me later she had a dick, and she was a transvestite. And that was one time only.
And what happened? You left?
I left right after one time.
You'd hired her to vomit on you?
Right. Yes.
And then when you saw that she had a penis?
Right. I got very turned off. In my lifetime, there might have been, I can count on one hand, my experiences with hookers where I actually had a very legitimate, good, enthralling, exciting vomit scene with a girl who was willing to puke for I guess for financial compensation.
Right.
But she did it for me in the way I liked, where I didn't have to be.
You ever gonna wash your shirt?
This shirt?
Yeah.
This shirt is
That's washed?
Yes, the shirt washed.
I was gonna say,
I don't smell like vomit
shirt.
because nobody has vomited me in a long time.
Well,
I
that's a
take
shame.
several showers a day.
Do you follow the news at all? I mean, are you worldly? Do you read
Yes,
the paper?
I'm very worldly. I watch the History Channel.
Yeah.
And
you know
I
what's
guess
going
after
on in
2012, the world is going to come to an end. According to
What are you, a
Nostradamus.
Democrat or a Republican?
I would say I'm a Democrat.
Oh, God.
You're very gross. I'm just watching all the spit that comes out of your mouth.
Yes, my father
mouth?
tells me the same thing. Well, I actually have some teeth missing, so that's see.
Yeah. Are you an Obama fan? Did you vote for Obama?
No, I didn't. I am a.
Why didn't you vote?
I think he's a very pleasant chap.
Yeah. Why didn't you vote for him?
I don't. I never voted. Okay.
You don't vote?
I never voted. I'm like.
I mean, you do nothing all day. You can't vote.
I'm like Ray Liotta in the movie Goodfellas. He's just born with a birth certificate, and when he dies,
But you think in a country that's paying all your bills,
never pay taxes or anything.
You what?
never paid taxes because I never had a steady, job.
But don't you have to file anyway?
Not if your income is below poverty.
Oh, okay.
Poverty
I don't know.
standard.
I don't know anything.
Not when the government's paying him.
I've been on disability for
exactly
the better part of 20 plus years, okay?
Right.
And it didn't come easy for me. I had to get first a private lawyer because the government didn't think me to be disabled.
I don't think you're
They
disabled.
didn't think
I
me
think
to
you
be
could work.
disabled, okay?
Yeah.
It's just that a matter of the circumstances. I had jobs, and like you said, I felt that I was better than a job or something. I didn't feel I belonged there,
All
okay?
right, listen,
I
you're
felt I
really
could move.
salivating and there's shit coming out of your lips like I never saw. You're vile.
Well, you see, I get worked.
All
I
right,
get worked.
people
up.
watch on Howard TV and see your beautiful way about you.
I'm just.
All right, listen
I guess
to me.
I'm a disappointment. I guess.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff the Vomit Guy
Yeah.
will try and get in touch with you at howardfan.
HowardShrine.net.
HowardShrine.net.
Yeah, HowardShrine.net.
All right.
If they
Just
want to actually
imagine.
speak to me, my agent, the doc, will
Hook you up.
Hook me up.
And you get work from an agent?
Yeah, I'll be a part of a vomit. I'll be a part of a vomit scene.
All right.
Be
A legitimate vomit.
a
scene.
legitimate
Yeah,
vomit. It's
okay.
not a fake
All right.
vomit scene.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Jeff, thank you so
Doesn't
much.
that sound strange?
All right, we hope to
It's
see you.
so good getting an update.
Yeah, it was so good. I was wrong. Everyone was right. It's good
I
getting.
wanted to come down to correct any misnomers about me or anything.
Ethel's on the phone. She wants to shit for you, evidently. Ethel, go ahead.
I'm hearing nothing but sound effects. I don't hear any. Right.
Like you said, there are a lot of misnomers about you, right?
Misnomers, yes.
Yeah, like what?
One, I like to be vomited on.
Right. I thought that.
No.
I'll be honest.
No. It's just a visualization to be able to see it. Doesn't
All
have to
right.
be
All right.
vomited on.
I get it.
okay?
I get it. Jeff, thank you so much. Jeff Levy, for anyone who was wondering what happened to Jeff, Jeff is alive.
Yes,
He's
I'm
well.
alive, living in Brooklyn, New York.
with his 10 cats and several birds and
Yes.
homing pigeons.
And very, very beautiful animals who are very loving and
Right.
devoted
And
healthy.
And if there are any women out there who want to vomit for Jeff, please get in touch with him at howardshrine.net.
Right, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jeff, and good luck to you.
Okay.
I hope you pull it
Let's
together.
mark this on the calendar and not get an update for another
January
3 or 4
31st.
Right.
years.
Is your health okay? You're physically okay?
Yes.
Your health
yes,
is fine. Good.
I'm physically
God
okay,
bless you. All
except
right. Robin,
I'm
do you know what?
terribly obese.
You're right. Do you want to know anything else?
No, I
Right,
didn't
all right.
even want to know this.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Okay, thank you, Howard.
Will, you're the one who said Jeff should come in here. Are you glad that you had him in here?
Sadly, yeah. I mean, it's
You
been
like
kind
him.
of disgusting, but
You like him. All right. All right. Thank you, Jeff. And that earring, you look very. Wow. How
Look
many?
at that. He's got a whole row of earrings.
You have 5 diamond earrings. Where did you get the money for the diamonds?
I had the money. I bought it. I played a lottery. So I'm a lottery player. I win. Sometimes I win. You know.
So you take the $800 and you play the lottery. Don't you need every dollar to live?
I live basically. I pay my cell phone bill. I contribute to the household, but I basically over these years I live rent free. Okay.
Yeah, and you
With
think
my
those
father.
diamond make you better looking? I mean, it's a vanity thing, I imagine.
No, how about my shaved head? I shaved my head.
No, but I'm
also.
saying like you're so grotesque. To put diamonds in your ear seems almost like a waste of time.
I really didn't know I was that grotesque. I'm surprised.
Well,
that
you have to be grotesque.
Oh, if you were
I thought I'm a
writing,
good-looking guy.
if you were writing an ad for a,
Oh, I can't hear you. I don't
Okay, yes.
Oh,
I would wonder how
no.
he would describe himself in a
All right.
personal ad.
Listen. I'm a guy. What do I know if you're grotesque or not? Maybe you are good looking. How would you describe yourself in a personal ad? Robin's right.
Clean shaven, 5'9", a little pudgy in the midsection. Not into any vices such as I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker. Never once in my life lifted up a cigarette.
Would you in your description would you put, "Hey, wears 5 diamond earrings"?
Well, actually, they're zirconium. They're not diamonds.
I thought so.
Zirconium?
Zirconium.
Well, they sparkle.
They're
But would you
sterling
say
sterling silver.
attractive? You would say attractive, clean cut?
I would say I'm not. I have a typical Jewish nose.
Are you willing to date a smoker?
Yeah,
You would. Okay. I don't know. I thought- Do you have anything you don't like about a woman? I mean, like, are there any things you'd say like you don't want?
I don't. I like shapely. I like girls who are good looking. Okay.
Does it matter to you if the girl's religion is the same?
No,
as
it
yours?
has
I
no.
don't care.
Because
Does it
I'm not
have
a
to be
religious
Jewish?
person.
Okay.
Right.
I seem to tell everybody I'm an atheist. Okay.
Right. What celebrity do you think you look like?
James Caan.
James Caan.
Really?
Poor James Caan. What is it, Gary?
Just gotta know, because I don't think we're ever gonna get her back again anytime soon. That girl that you visit, or the one on Klonopin, in the whole history of knowing her, nothing's ever happened between you two sexually?
No, we're just kind of a platonic, loving. It's like a loving friendship.
You don't kiss her?
What do you talk about with her?
We kiss, but there's. I'm just, unfortunately, I'm not physically attracted to her.
Yeah. Oh, you're not attracted to her.
I
Can
mean,
you imagine?
She's pretty, and she likes me, and she'll give me the shirt off her back, okay? And you know, she's poorer than I am.
All right, I've had enough. Listen, there's your update. I don't know. What do they do the whole time? I guess they talk. Do you talk the whole time?
We go out to the mall. We go to movies. We go to restaurants. We talk about our lives. She knows I'm coming on today. She knows I'm.
She knew.
She knew.
So here we've gotten an update on your life for 45 minutes, and basically we learned that nothing has happened to you in the last 6 years.
I've been I'm stalemate. Okay, I'm in a quagmire.
He's in a holding pattern.
You're in a quagmire.
I'm in a quagmire. I'm in a holding pattern. Okay, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the next step. I'm waiting for magic to happen.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I knew there was no reason for an update.
Do you think magic will happen? Are you an optimist?
I think maybe by me coming on the radio, maybe I'll actually get some phone calls. I'll meet some people.
Do you think this coming decade will be better for you than the last?
Well, I hope so, because my mother died in this past decade. She's dead 8 years now.
Right.
She didn't die over heartbreak over. She died because she was physically sick for 17 years with a blood disorder. Okay?
Right.
Had nothing to do with me.
Well, just
She
buy
had gotten
another.
over her heartbreak.
Get another pigeon.
Well,
You got room
my
now.
pigeons are my sanctuary. They are the saviors. My animals are my saviors. Okay, they provide me companionship and.
Did you ever see your mother vomit?
And friendship. When I was young, yeah, I did.
Did you ever jerk off watching your mother vomit?
No. I was.
What about when your cats vomit? You know, because sometimes they'll get hairball.
You don't dig that?
They do it, but it just doesn't turn me on.
Thank you. All right, Jeff, listen, I'm glad I got this update.
Yes.
I'm glad that I learned nothing. Nothing has changed since the last update.
I know I'm not a highbrow personality.
Well, listen, we love you.
You're a big star here.
Yeah, you're our big star.
Well, thank you.
You know what I mean?
I worship you, too.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff the Vomit Guy, Jeff the Vomit Guy Levy, who is not...
Jeff I is, or Jizz.
Right.
Will I am. I'm his half-brother, Jeff I is.
See you in... let's book him back for 2022. All right? We'll see you in 2022. Thank you, Jeff. There he goes with his cubic zirconium earrings. Wow.
Jeff,
yes.
Do you consider that a successful appearance? Did you, do you feel as though you cleared up those misnomers?
I think I got to say I don't need a face mask. I'm not. I don't know what environment I'm in recently. Yes, I think I don't know if I cleared up any misnomers or I just sent them into a state of confusion. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm hoping to accomplish something. The reality, what I hope for, the reality, what it is, remains to be seen. I don't know. I like to talk. I could talk about many subjects, actually. I'm good with sports. I'm good with fantasizing about my love of watching women vomiting. Okay, boy, that is. I just grew up with it. That's me. Okay, you know, that's. And maybe I appall people. Maybe I'm a persona non grata. Maybe I disgust people. But I'm me. I'm the way I am. Okay. And I want to meet people, maybe similar. If I can't be with normal people, let me be with freaks, okay? Let me be with freaky people who have an open mind and understanding of what sexuality could be, okay? How I want to present my sexuality, okay? That's me. I go to a therapist, good looking. I had her for a past year. I fantasize about her constantly vomiting. I cannot divulge what clinic she works out of or what her name is. She doesn't want me to, but she doesn't mind me telling you that I can fantasize about her vomiting. I don't go to her to try to help me get over this puke desire, okay? I don't do that, okay? I want to enhance my sexual prowess. I want to enhance my desires, okay? By finding people who endeavor into these practices, fetishes or fetishes, right?
I mean,
alternative lifestyles, okay?
Right.
And that's what I think. In this, how many millions of people in America? 300 some odd million. There's got to be some people out there, okay?
I mean, you're frothing at the mouth just thinking about it.
Right, exactly. I get very carried away. I'm thinking of the frustrations and the failures I've had over the years, you know, hoping and thinking I'm going to find, you know, and everybody thinks I'm a joker or a buffoon, okay? I don't look to make an idiot out of myself, okay? I look to be sincere,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I don't consider that I have any psychiatric disorder. I just think that I have to find some people who have the same type of fetishes or desires or the understanding of what gets a guy turned on.
But Howard said that no girl will want you because you have nothing going on.
Well, I have nothing going on. Well, they just want me because I'm down to earth, and they want me because they want to be. That's all. They want me because they want to be. Okay.
Lisa, you said you've mentioned recently that you're single. Jeff, do we have a possible?
No.
Are you into? Do you have any vomit tendencies or?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up on you. You're making me nauseous.
Hey Jeff, I never noticed. Do you have like a superior memory?
Yeah, I have a good memory for history.
But it's not like an Otterburger. Like we had like Mary Lou Henner on recently, and she has like you can say a date, she can remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, I could probably do that for what? Want to give me a date or something?
If I say like March 19th, 2005, do you remember what you were doing on that day?
No, to be honest,
so you're not,
no.
okay, because you do seem to have a great memory. But I don't like how, I agree with Jeff, like, I find it gross what he likes, but I don't think he's a bad person.
No.
I don't think it's any different than, and for some reason people find it so gross, they want to be violent towards you, they want to destroy you. It's the same as...
They want to think I smell like vomit. No one's vomit on me, okay?
But it's
I don't smell like vomit.
People,
I take several showers a day. I think hygienically, I'm probably cleaner than a lot of people, okay? Because I don't do it. Do I ever? Do I smell? Do you smell anything?
I thought once I did, but maybe it's psychological.
Benji, get in there.
Huh?
Get in there and smell.
Do you smell anything?
It's a tiny bit, but a body odor, but it's not like bad. Like I smell that you're a person.
Yeah, well, I don't. This is wash. I wash my clothes. I take showers. Okay. Why should I? Because they probably figure this guy's vomit all. It's I must display a very the persona that I display.
Well, people are grossed out by it. It's the same as like I don't think there's. Listen, I think homosexuality is fine. It's yucky to me, but this is yucky too, and this is one of the things people like to take out their anger on.
Maybe it's called infantilism, where you like to play with bodily fluids or something. Like little infants. But I don't think it's. I just think it's a diverse fetish that I seem to have entertained myself with over these years. And
That's what you like.
Well, I like gambling too.
Right.
I'm a big lottery player.
I mean, I don't like it, but there's a lot of things I don't. I'm sure you don't like. You don't like the shitters.
Hi, Robin.
Hello.
I think I saw you on Jimmy Kimmel.
I think you did.
I was interested.
See, look at Ronnie so angry about it.
Angry about anything.
Yeah, you.
So, yeah, I remember. You have
you bring out
a mustache then from last.
He brings out disgust in people.
Well, I should bring out disgust in anyway. I should bring out human curiosity.
But he's not hurting anybody. I don't think, right? I mean,
I don't.
It's a consenting type thing.
Okay? Just my own desires, okay?
Yeah.
I'll go home and watch some porn tapes or some.
And I don't think he's that bad looking. I don't think your profile's great.
Yeah.
But if you look at your front view, I think you have a nice face.
Well, maybe I'm a little.
You can lose it.
Maybe I have a little much. I don't know. I bike, I exercise. I don't know. So I should say, well, if Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, we could be Will I Am, then Jeff I is.
Yes, you've mentioned
and
that.
I is a vomit lover.
Yes, you've mentioned
of
that.
girls.
Right.
Not guys, not transvestites, not cross-dressers, not homosexuality. I'm not into that. Maybe in their community it's relevant and it's relevant. That's not me. I'm looking for a girl.
Right. We want to keep things relevant.
Yeah, that's why I come on.
Right.
Because I think maybe some girl will contact me. And if not, well, I don't know. I'll keep trying. Okay? Maybe I'll make a name for myself.
All right. Until next time, Jeff.
Until next time. I hope there'll be
And first of all, did you read? Well, what scared me the most is I read this amazing article about Rick Rubin in the New York Times Magazine. Did you read that fucking thing?
Yes.
And I'm reading it going, and he's praising how relevant now.
American Idol is.
Well, Columbia Records hired Rick Rubin to save the music business, and he's saying how relevant America's Got Talent and American Idol is. And I was thinking of that exact same thing. Is someone going to talk Springsteen into fucking doing American Idol?
When I read that article, I said, Dave, Springsteen might be smart to do it. But I get the feeling he won't do it because I was talking to him and Billy Joel.
Right.
And Billy was talking about how he got paid a ton of dough to do some sort of wedding or something. And I looked over and Bruce was kind of like,
He would never do that.
The whole wedding thing.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
He has some integrity left.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, well,
supposedly he's never done it. There's never been one even like quiet instance of a corporate gathering where
or
he's done
a personal.
I don't think so.
Party thing.
I don't, unless it was a charity.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
Bruce does weird shit for his kids. Like it turns out the reason he was out in the Hamptons, his daughter is a horseback rider, jumper, and she was in the Hamptons Classic, and he went all the way out there, and he's hanging out there with her.
Well,
for
that's not weird for a dad to show up at his kid's event.
I don't say that, but I'm saying he might even want to impress his kids and go on American Idol.
Well, that's how they wind up
That's
there.
right.
Yes.
It sucks for me and Robin as homeowners of the Jersey Shore that Springsteen and Bon Jovi are in the Hamptons with you guys.
Well, that's
that
what Corzine was saying. He was like, what the fuck is this?
He's over there recruiting them to come back.
Right.
Hey, did you guys ever speak? Did you and Springsteen ever speak about satellite radio at all? And like his whole
No.
because supposedly his new album, the first single, mentioned satellite radio and all that other shit.
Nah, I didn't talk to him about that. And then, so let me tell you about this. So then I'm walking around and I run into, so who do I see walking in? Chevy Chase.
Oh.
Now there's something that could go either way.
Yeah, I did see him in California, and we worked our shit out.
Right.
And it was no big deal, but Janie was with him, the wife, who evidently, like, I heard
She's still on the warpath.
Yeah, it hates me. So I saw Chevy, and it was great. We had a really good conversation, quite frankly. And then all of a sudden, Janie came up to me, and we worked our shit out, too.
Oh,
so,
did you have a peace talk?
Yeah, so I was trying to describe to Beth how bad things were between me and Chevy and Janie and the history of that whole thing on our show. So I'm going to bring her a tape so she can hear it.
Oh,
because,
God.
Yeah, because she was like, well, what are you so nervous about? I go, well, you have no idea.
The guy has threatened me.
Yeah. And then Frank Gifford dropped out of the ceiling. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the most part, it was kind of cool. And then I see this chick sitting with Roger Waters and his wife, and I thought it was like Gwyneth Paltrow, but someone told me it was Naomi Watts, but I don't know. I didn't know who she...
You can't tell these blondes apart.
I can't. I didn't know who it was, and he's showing me her baby pictures.
Was she pregnant? Or did
she
Naomi...
just had a baby.
Oh, she just had the baby.
So that must be her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know a lot of these people, you know what I mean? Some of the younger starlets. I'm sort of out of it.
Don't be like that. Some old codger.
I am, though.
Know people.
I am an old codger.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know who this broad is. I thought it was Gwyneth Paltrow.
You know Jay-Z's artist before any of us.
That's true. So I'm getting like my dad. I'm like, which one is this? The Gwyneth Paltrow?
Who is she?
Who is Naomi Watts? What was she in? So I know who that is. So I didn't know who anybody. A lot of people I don't know. But then, after dinner was served, John got up with this band he had. He had a band from Jersey there playing. And then John did a couple of songs, which was really cool. We all sat around and watched them. And then all of a sudden he goes, hey, come on, guys, come on up here. And Paul gets up and does the song.
They had like a jam session?
It was Paul McCartney, Jimmy Buffett, Billy Joel, John Bon Jovi.
Did Roger?
Roger got up and did Wish You Were Here.
Wow.
I mean, it was, it was pretty fucking crazy.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, Bruce didn't get up, though. I think he'd left by then.
No kidding.
Yeah.
See, maybe Bruce won't do American Idol. He didn't even do the jam session.
It was a way cool party, and then it was reported in the newspaper that I was there, and I was rocking out.
Oh, really? Were you?
I missed that. I missed seeing that.
You miss seeing what?
The you in the paper, and I usually try to read the papers. I miss seeing that you were rocking out.
But I wasn't. I was clapping. Like during a jam, if you just sit there, you look like a dick.
Right. You got to do something.
But it was kind of sweet because, even Chevy Chase goes, "Damn, my phone won't work. I don't know how to work the camera on this phone." And he was
trying to get pictures.
He's trying to take pictures of it, and I said, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I have to officially thank you on the air for the weekend you gave me. Howard got me a ticket to see Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers out in the Hamptons, and I stayed with him, and it was just the fucking greatest weekend of my life. How great was Tom Petty, man?
Tom Petty was
you
awesome.
Went to see Tom Petty too?
I did, and I got to tell you something. I had another mind-blowing experience in terms of music.
Thank you, by the way, for that, dude. That was very nice.
The night before Artie showed up, we got a great story about Ralph and all this shit. But
really?
Yeah.
I have results concerning a bet that you guys might have had, too, about Ralph.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right, good.
Oh. Wait, are we going to learn all about this?
There's a big Ralph incident happened.
A major Ralph thing.
What is a major Ralph incident?
Well, we're going to get to it.
Oh,
There's a lot to get
See,
to.
now I'm totally intrigued.
Anyway, so the night before Artie shows up, I invited Artie out to stay at my place because out there in the Hamptons, they were having a concert with Tom Petty. And it was kind of cool. Because it's not a lot of people. It's like 1,500 people tops.
Right.
And they serve a dinner and the whole thing. And, that's pretty cool to see a guy.
Unbelievable, yeah.
In that smallest setting. So, anyway, the night before, I got invited over the guy who owns Sirius's house. Leon. And I went over, and he usually has a dinner party for a few people every year. And, of course, I go. He's a good guy. And this time, though, it was a little bit bigger party on the beach and everything. And then he built this structure on his house, and he had Tom Petty show up at his house and play for all of us.
Jeez.
Wow.
Play for me.
Yeah, well, there were maybe at that point 60 or 70 people there.
Oh, my
so I sat down on a couch, like in a living room.
Could you imagine?
And
man?
watched Tom Petty do an entire concert.
Oh, my goodness.
It was friggin' awesome.
Now, did he do the same set the next night?
Pretty much, but
Wow.
actually even more classic tunes at...
well, I'm just wondering, does he do the full concert at Leon's, or does he...
full concert. He was paid full... It said in the paper he was paid $850,000 to show up.
Goodness.
But, I don't know if that's true or not.
How many do each Heartbreaker get?
850,000 for Tom Petty?
Yeah.
You know what?
I said, hey, you could have gotten Cheap Trick for 10 grand.
When you go see Tom Petty in concert, though, you don't realize, God, that's his song too. He's got a million hits.
He does,
and they're all, and he plays them all. He
But
doesn't fuck around.
850,000 to come to my house?
Hey, look,
So anyway,
what are you gonna do?
Anyway, I was seeing Tom Petty the next night, and I guess that's how he got Tom Petty, because Tom Petty was
in
around.
town,
And he figured,
yeah.
hey, I'll pick up a couple extra
Right,
bucks.
why
Couple
not?
extra shekels.
So anyway, well, that's what these guys make. Like they paid these guys. Tom Petty got paid $1 million to show up at the Hamptons.
Well, that's a concert. You could see. I always wondered, but I mean, look again. It's 60 people, private home.
You know what? I should have studied an instrument.
Yeah, you really blew it with this radio thing. So because it's cool, you go out, get $1 million, and
People just throw money at you.
yeah, and it's fun. You sing. So anyway, okay. So Artie was coming out. He wanted to see Tom Petty. He said that to me. I said, I can get a ticket for you. We have an extra ticket. And he says, good, yeah, I'm going to stay in a hotel. But I said, no. You stay with me. Of course you come out and you stay with me. So I was excited to see Artie socially,
Yeah.
It's fun to do. So where do I begin?
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of like...
The helicopter.
Beth and I were talking, actually. I never discussed this with Artie, but, I said, Beth kind of even said to me, do you think Artie thinks you're fun? And I go, I don't think so.
Wow, this is an interesting conversation.
Yeah, so I said, and she said,
first time
what's going to
learning of
happen, if you want to take a nap or something? I said, yeah, Artie might bum out. Because what will Artie do till the concert?
What do you do out there? You nap?
I'm all about naps.
I'm always napping, and I'm antisocial. So she said, why don't you invite Ralph?
So he can entertain Artie?
So he can at least, because doesn't Artie like Ralph? I go, I think Artie likes Ralph. You never know,
But you're not sure. You're not sure.
I said, it might be nice to have that dynamic going where Artie has a, guy hanging out there.
And when you're napping, Ralph can take up the slack.
Which actually was not a dumb plan, because I come off a nap and I go downstairs and I see Artie and Ralph in the hot tub together.
Yeah, we went in the pool. Well, we went for a walk on the beach and had a couple of mini cigars.
Did you hold hands?
And of course, Artie doesn't bring a bathing suit, but Ralph cut up a pair of sweatpants for Artie, made a mock bathing suit.
I had no plan on going in the pool.
You were so happy in the water.
No, but then I looked at the pool. It was so inviting, And
I mean, you're going to a guy's house. You bring stuff.
Artie was weightless in the pool.
I had my own room. My room looked out onto the pool and the bathroom.
Well, what did you think he was going to do with you?
Put him in a sewer.
Where was he going to put you in a tent
and I
in
said,
the back?
we took a walk on the beach, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. That pool looks great right now. We had a few hours, and I told Ralph, go get a pair of scissors, and we'll cut up my sweatpants. So that's exactly what he did, which was good. That's like a fashion project for Ralph.
Yeah.
Most guys would punch you in the face.
That keeps him happy. So you were keeping him occupied.
I bet it made him happy, as Robin points out. And also, I bet he did a great job.
He did, actually.
I never actually saw the bathing suit. You were in the water the whole time.
They're very even and everything. But I would like, maybe
And
the future.
I realized, too, you wouldn't come out of the hot tub until I left. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't
but,
get that
like,
shit.
Wait a minute. You let Ralph see you in your suit.
Well, Ralph's microphone isn't on 5 hours a day.
Well, it's funny because I'm sitting there and I go, boy,
He'll
these guys.
call, you know.
I said, these guys are like, Artie goes, I'm boiling like chicken soup because he's in the hot tub. And I said, and I left, and then I was walking up to my bedroom and I look out the window and I see Artie's emerging.
Yeah, he sprung out of
and
the
I said,
hot tub.
he didn't want to get out of the hot tub in front of me.
Me and Ralph are trying to think of a rap in case we got chicks back there at night, like how to pretend it was our house. So we needed Howard to give us information about stuff. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, what's
But
this?
isn't it interesting that you think so much about what Howard's going to comment on?
It's not totally true. I mean, look, Howard. I mean, I'm not in the like a young Starsky or Hutch at this point. I don't.
Anyway, he doesn't realize I love him. I love him fat or skinny. I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Thank you.
Anyway, so
if only broads were like that.
So anyway, we.
So that part was fun,
Yeah,
they had an amazing meal set up. I mean, I can't even explain how beautiful the whole experience was.
and
Food.
It was great to hang with Artie outside of the show. And
I took a helicopter out there because I've never done that before. I've been on helicopters, but never out to the Hamptons. I said, fuck it, I'll splurge. And that's kind of where the Ralph situation starts.
Do you want to start that story?
I guess I could.
And Gary's a part of this, too, by the way.
Well, so I said to myself, I'm going to go out. Howard made this nice invitation, and I said, fuck it, I'll splurge. I'm going to take a helicopter out there. And so I don't have to deal with traffic. And I found out there's a helipad literally yards from Howard.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
It wasn't going to make your trip very long.
It was very convenient.
I hope I dumped that. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah,
go ahead.
it was a very convenient situation. So I price the helicopter.
It ain't cheap.
And no, it's not cheap at all. And, Gary the whole time was like, please, like, let me pay for half of this. But he was even more than he thought. And I was like, look, Gary, don't worry about it. It's fine. I was going to do this anyway. I'm happy to have the company. Ralph, the last minute, sort of the day before, says, listen, I'm coming. So what time do I have to be at the...
He doesn't even ask you. He just assumes he can do this.
No. I checked out that it was okay.
Right. So, no, he called the day before.
All right.
But it turns out, and again, it's just weird how stuff with Ralph just makes a minor adjustment when something goes wrong. The guy had to get another helicopter because it went from 2 to 3 people. So,
but it was hold on, it was worse than that because I got really maybe the most insulting phone call I've ever gotten from Artie's assistant, which was he needed to know how much I weighed. I swear to God. So then he goes, and I think at one point he goes, all right, 220 and 300. All right, we're going to have to get a bigger copter.
Yeah, right.
Because 3 guys needs a bigger copter because of the weight.
Teddy, a master in etiquette. So anyway, so they had to get a different, which I found out I was going to get this really cool helicopter that's sort of like a state-of-the-art thing, and now they had to switch it to a little bit of an older one.
A Toyota with a wing.
Like the one they use for construction.
Yeah, whatever. So
already Artie's, and he goes, man, if Ralph's going to be late, I'm
I start
leaving.
stressing about that because I wanted to get out there on time and everything.
Right.
It turns out because of fog, we were delayed anyway, but at no point.
In other words, it would have been quicker if they drove.
In some, not quite, but almost.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fog, which fucked everything up. But we got out there on the helicopter. But at no point does Ralph even think about saying thank you or look, can I pay?
Right. How much do you want me to chip in? Nothing like that ever comes
Can
up.
I tell you something? I get to the place first where the helicopter
Not that I care, but again, my God.
I get to the place first where the helicopter takes off from. So I walk in and I go, is this where I'm supposed to be? Ralph, I mean, I can't tell you he did anything wrong, but there's a way he walks in, as if it's his place.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like he walks in, they have like Hamptons magazines out. Like there's another couple there. Ralph walks in, like sort of doesn't look at them, like picks up a magazine, starts thumbing through it, talking about how great the trip is going to be as if he takes it every week.
Right.
It's just a funny way he is.
Right. It's Ralph.
Ralph acts as if, yes.
And so I'll get through this and then I'll hand the ball off to you
No,
at
no,
some
keep
point
going.
here.
No,
but
no,
I
no.
just so
He
because
tells it better than I do.
it's a long thing.
Yeah.
God, I'm intrigued. I could hang on every word.
So we get out there and
hang in on this one.
because they changed the helicopters, the car that was coming to get us didn't know what was the right helicopter to get. They had information about the old one that was just 2 people. So now with just 3 people, with just new helicopter, the guy didn't know where to go. So indirectly, we had to wait an hour for a car once we landed. So it really was like we might as well have walked.
Right.
And and again, of course, you don't blame Ralph directly for this, but it's just so funny that it's something Ralph caused indirectly that made this mayhem sort
All
of happen.
All of a sudden, it just wasn't a smooth trip.
Yeah. And
but I gotta tell you, Howard, Artie is stressing. The two of you guys you guys stress out on so much stuff. Howard's having a little barbecue, and Howard's stressing because he wants it to be good and he wants everybody to be on time. And now Artie's stressing that he's fucking up the barbecue.
Right, well,
and
you know
he's
what
like,
he's thinking about?
He's freaking out.
No, he's thinking about being late to Gary's party for dinner and how badly that went for him.
Right.
He screwed up the whole
but this wasn't
dinner.
his fault.
No, but at one point, Artie shut the phone and he goes, Jesus Christ, I can't control the weather. I'm going to be, he was just bumming out that he's going to be late.
He was stressed out.
No, I'm just saying Artie knows that he and he doesn't want it to happen again.
Right. Actually, I had forgotten completely about fucking up Gary's dinner. But anyway, I did too.
I remember everything.
I recall that I did. So anyway, there's that nuttiness going on, and fine. It's like I didn't expect anybody to offer this, but still, it's a nice gesture.
All right. So wait. So
go ahead.
So you guys get to my house,
Right.
and that's okay. It's fine. To get to the house, we're having a perfectly reasonable afternoon, and that night is the Tom Petty concert.
And me and Ralph did hang. We sort of bonded, the pool thing and everything. And
Right.
we were having fun.
So,
we started drinking.
He did something. He made you a bathing suit.
Right,
Yeah, and these guys were drinking and having a good time. And
we had a
all that
great
stuff.
meal when we landed, and we started boozing. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We were all having a good time. And, I got my nap.
And Ralph kept Artie
kept Artie company as planned. And it just, everything was going good. So I say to the guys, look, we're going to have dinner at the concert, and everyone be ready. I got a car coming and everything so we could all drink.
Right.
Got a car coming at 7 o'clock. Everyone be ready 7 o'clock or 7:15, whatever the time is, I say.
Forgot about this part.
So we're walking out the door. Everyone's ready promptly, 7:15. We got this thing timed out. And I look over, and Ralph is 2 minutes before 7:15. 7:13 starts making phone calls because he has to plan his trip to California, and he's trying to get airline reservations. So I said to him, you motherfucker. I said, it's 7:13. And
he had all day.
He goes, please, it's not 7:15 yet. It's 2 more minutes. I go, but we're ready now. We all want to leave.
He's on one
go.
coast arranging for the next coast's plan.
Yeah. And I'm like, you had all afternoon to call. Like, why would you call it 7:13? Well, you said 7:15.
But he can't get anything done with an airline in 2 minutes.
No shit.
Exactly.
So I said,
yeah,
hang
that's
up.
the point. Absolutely.
I go hang up the fucking phone. So he hangs up the phone. Okay.
Which, by the way, thank God Howard was around to say that, because anybody else would not have hung up the phone.
He would have made you wait.
Yeah. Oh, no, I would have just left. I was nice enough. I must have been in a good mood because I said, okay, hang up the phone. We should just pull out and left.
Now, keep in mind, I had a drink at this point. Ralph had started drinking, right? So he was about 2 or 3 drinks deep into the evening.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now we go in the limo.
We go in the limo, and I'm not
do you
want
wanna-
No.
All
All right. So we go in the limo.
All right.
There's
They're
some parts
editing.
had
and
to
that's
edit.
not fair.
No. It is.
Don't tell me anything you're leaving out. Just tell me a story.
Okay,
I
well.
won't know if you don't say something like
Sorry,
that.
we haven't rehearsed this. All right. So anyway.
You're supposed to be a professional.
Anyway, we get in the limo, and Ralph starts in. He's got to pee. I have to pee. I have to pee.
I knew it. I was going to say, he's got to stop to go to the bathroom.
Well, wait. So I said, Ralph, why didn't you pee before we, like a little kid? Why didn't you pee? I didn't have to go at that point. I go, yes, you did. I said, it's 5 minutes into the trip. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't pee. There's no way to pee.
But not just saying I have to take a leak. Writhing around on the floor of the limo like a second grader going, I gotta get yelling at the driver.
Yelling at Terry.
Really rude.
What do you mean yelling?
Like, do an impression of what he was.
Almost like Terry is getting us, a really nice guy, is getting us to the fucking concert. He's driving at a reasonable speed.
Right.
We pull up to the entrance, and Ralph, like a third grader, is rolling
He goes,
around.
Terry, where are we?
Terry, come on, get us there, Terry. What are you doing, Terry? I mean, like screaming at him because he's not getting us there quick enough so he can piss.
Oh,
So, okay.
Is this a mental condition?
Wait. This is nothing. This is nothing.
And we all have another couple drinks in the limo, So now
so he's drinking on top of.
Right, the night's rolling.
I don't remember him drinking in the limo.
We both had a drink.
Oh,
in the
did you
limo.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
All right. So I don't recall that, but okay, because I don't think I was drinking actually. Yeah, I've been so sick, and I would never drink in a like to me drinking. These guys are really into drinking.
We took a drink into the car from your house.
Oh, so you were carrying glasses.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
okay.
just
that's a Ralph move for sure. So anyway, we get to the concert, and now there's like a lot of people there that I know, and security people and things.
Press.
And it's a red carpet.
And it's red carpet and press. And one of the guys, the security guys at the event, says to me, "Yeah, your whole group is inside." He goes, and there's one guy pissing right in front of all of us. Huh? So I go, well,
"Are you kidding? He just pissed?"
Yeah. He just
out
pissed.
In the...
Yeah.
Oh.
So he makes us all kind of look like shitheads.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's embarrassing me because
it would be one thing if you were doing.
Security guys are all laughing. Like Ralph ran out of the limo, ran by like the big entrance. It's a big publicity event.
By the way, there's a tent right there with bathrooms. He could have just said, "Where's the bathroom?" He would have been in 3 seconds.
But Howard, it gets better because you guys go in, right? So now my group comes in. It's me and Ross and John Hine. And we walk in, and the security guard goes, "Oh, your posse just walked in." I go, "Wait." They go, "Howard's over there." And I go, "Oh, cool." And they go, "Yeah." And there's some dude in the bushes, and you can see Ralph in the bushes peeing.
Yeah, in front of this event.
But so anybody could have walked by and seen Ralph pissing.
Yeah.
Everyone did, but the part was that it now becomes not Ralph's peeing in the bushes, but Howard Stern's guy is in the bushes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That now you pee in the bushes.
Well, think about it this way, all right? We get out of Howard Stern's limo, and boom, out pops a guy peeing.
Right.
I mean, it's like
paparazzi like all over the place. It's one of those Hamptons events,
Oh, what a boob.
Yeah, a boob. So, like, at this point, I'm like, Ralph, stay away from me. I don't want to be near you. And I said,
pretend you don't know me.
And I said, if you start smoking pot, I don't want to be anywhere near you. I don't want a picture of me with anyone smoking pot. I don't want that drug thing.
Right.
I just don't. It's not an image that I condone.
The pissing is enough.
Yeah, the pissing image is bad enough because people tag me as being a slob and uncouth and being an asshole.
Howard Stern's gang rolls out of a car and starts peeing all over everybody.
My entourage. And everyone's disgusted. Artie's disgusted. I'm disgusted. And, despite Artie's on-air demeanor, he's a pretty low-key guy. And, like, we go somewhere and he knows how to behave.
He knows how to behave himself.
Guy's a heroin addict. He knows how to behave himself.
Well, I can call an audible at the line at this point in my life.
But I was going to say, it's not that Artie behaves himself everywhere, but he knows where to behave himself.
Artie's like the most considerate guy. Like when Artie left my house, the bed was made. I didn't ask him to do this. The room was spotless. When Ralph leaves my house, I find a half-smoked cigar laying on the fucking bar.
Well, as you'll find out, he didn't plan on leaving exactly.
Wait. We'll tell you. Wait. So anyway,
it's so great.
Are you still with this story?
God. I love it.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, because this is such a ramp up.
So now I'm livid because I hear everyone's talking about that. Some guy got out of Howard's car and peed all over the place.
Right.
So like I'm just fucking out of my mind over this. Just sick. And then.
If I can jump in for that, I can tell you that Ralph swears that he didn't take anything of any kind. But early on, right after he walked in after peeing, he went to the bar. One of my friends said Ralph dropped 3 drinks in a row.
Okay.
He just kept dropping drinks.
He started drinking very heavily.
Is he now having a problem?
Well, you tell me after this story.
Who knows? I mean, what's going on? But at some point, when you're out with a group of people and you're all drinking, and your goal is to get at least lit. And at one point, one guy out of nowhere, like, how do you get that drunk? That's what happened with Ralph. Like, out of nowhere, Ralph had gotten very drunk, and there were shots around. You could easily get drunk and just be drinking.
None of us realized. I mean, I certainly didn't that Ralph was like really drinking heavily, or what he was doing. Maybe he got some weed from. I don't know what he was doing. From what I could tell, he drank, and then when the concert started, he went up to the front and came back, and like I was talking to him, and he kept dropping his iPhone and everything, but like he was perfectly coherent as far as I was concerned.
Okay.
Did you guys agree? I mean, it wasn't like he knew he was shit-faced.
He was dancing obnoxiously and running in, hitting into people, but in a way, you know, he was just being sort of Ralphish. He wasn't being like, you wouldn't think, my God, this guy needs help.
The first tip-off that Ralph was really, really drunk was at the end. The show's over, and we're standing there, and this couple is really a big fan of Artie, and the girl's pretty cute, and the guy's pretty average looking, and Ralph, it got to the point where Artie and I thought that the guy was going to punch Ralph in the mouth because the girl wanted to take a picture. They both wanted to take a picture, and he kept saying, "You're really hot. Lose that guy. Fuck off. You can't be in the picture." Like, really obnoxious
Really
shit.
inappropriate
This
stuff
is the
about
Ralph that got punched out at Scores, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says really weird things.
It was such a cool scene where at the very end of the concert, I had pushed up front as well, and it was me, Ralph, and Paul McCartney standing within feet of each other. And I remember pointing that out to Ralph. And Ralph's big thing was he wasn't into Paul. He wasn't impressed with Paul McCartney.
He's out of his mind.
That's what I don't know. He said something like, I'd be more impressed. And he wasn't. He didn't seem that impressed. He was like, I was like, wow, he's not bullshitting about that.
Let me say something to you first. Ralph goes to see Beatles impersonators.
Right.
He loves the Beatles.
He's more impressed
music
with that.
Well, it ties into
costumes.
the rest of it, though, why he wasn't so impressed with it.
But wait a second. So I leave about, there's like 3 songs left on the set list, and I was like, I want to beat the traffic, and I want to go home. And I said to Artie, and all the guys, I'm going home. They were like, okay, don't worry, we're with Ross and a whole bunch of guys.
Yeah, they had a way to get
They were
back
going
or
out for the
whatever.
night.
Yeah.
They were going to have boys' night
We
out.
were going to go. It turns into a club scene there at the end. So, they'd have a little bar area.
okay.
And they'd bring out a DJ to play dance music. And it would have been a nightmare for Howard to try to get out of there. So we knew, we had set it up earlier. Howard's like, he said, look, I'm probably going to leave. You guys hang.
And I said to Artie, if you want to come with me or Ralph, I said, or any of the guys, I said, I'll give you a ride. But, they said, no, we got it covered. Okay. So I split. All the guys, Gary, Artie, Ralph, all of them are hanging out. Like Artie said, they have like a little thing. And then they decide to go to this place called Saracen. It's a restaurant, and it's got like a bar scene, and it's kind of fun, I go there once in a while, really like it. And so they get in the car, and they all go, Ralph included.
He's already drunk, but he's going anyway.
I guess, but again, I'm already out of the picture. But these guys, they said, yeah, maybe he was high or something, but no one really thought he was that
Look,
out
at that point, I was feeling great. And Ralph was... See, but this was... The point Gary just brought up was the key change. Like
that personality.
When we met that couple, he was being so inappropriate. And that was after the Tom Petty concert and before we went to Saracens.
Okay.
So, and it was a great group of guys. We was like a guys' night out. We were all having fun. It was Richie Notar, it was Ross, it was me, it was Gary, and John Hine.
Yes.
John Hine, and we were all hanging out. But Ralph, at that point, we said, look, Ralph might start a fight. We got to take care of him a little bit.
We started to have the discussion. This was a really weird thing amongst ourselves. And John Hine says, if somebody punches Ralph, will you jump in? And I go, I don't know. It depends on what he did. I said, I guess I have to.
John Hine, full of truth serum. Ralph wouldn't want him around. I don't think.
Oh, really?
Those guys have some issues. I don't know. They have to work
So
out.
John was questioning whether he would get involved if Ralph got into a fight.
Yeah, he was like, God, if someone was beating the shit out of him, I don't know if I'd help out.
But we had to have that
By
discussion.
the way, I hear Sal's pissed off. He thinks I invited John Hine.
Yes.
What is that all about?
He found out that John Hine went to the concert. You invited him.
I did?
He's furious that John Hine somehow jumped the chain, that Ralph's been here much longer. And why didn't you invite Sal instead of John?
Well, Sal, who gives you your information? I don't know how John Hine ended up there. In fact,
But even
I
if
invited
that
John
were the
Hine.
case-
I invited John Hine over to my house for some food. But
don't tell Sal.
I did, but
But the point is, Howard, it doesn't matter how
you
he
did?
got there. If you did,
Hey.
it's none of his business.
Thank you.
Where do you get this information? Where do you conjure up this bullshit of yours?
Somebody told me. I just heard that John Hine went with you guys. I'm happy for John
He didn't
Hine.
go with it. I saw him at the concert.
I have no beef
Wait a second. Hold on. John Hine was there, and nobody told you Howard brought him. You just assumed it, right?
Well, this is your gig, Howard. I mean, you're the you're the leader of the pack.
Dude. Artie came over. That's it.
I don't care about Artie.
I'm the pack. I don't know how John Hine ended up there. I don't know what John Hine did for the weekend. I saw him at the concert. I had nothing to do with it.
I find that hard to believe.
You're an asshole.
So
I'm
you're
just.
not even gonna
I don't
believe him
care.
now that he said that.
I was just a little hurt. I felt that
You're
you know.
hurt. You could have done what John Hein did. Ask John Hein how he ended up there.
I'm not the one who sold the website for a couple of mil. I don't have the money to pay $3,000 to see Tom Petty. So
Again,
you're assuming.
You're making a wacky assumption.
All right, very good. Whatever angle I take, I'll be wrong on this. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for John Hein. I'm just saying I was a little insulted, okay? Is that
How
wrong?
can you be insulted if I didn't invite you? In other words, let's say I go to a Van Halen concert and John Hein is there. Are you insulted?
No, and I'm happy. The issue's not John Hein. It's just that I felt that. I hate to say
But
this.
Sal, you jumped to conclusions.
Hate
I had
to say
nothing to
what?
do with John Hein. John, how did you end up at that concert?
Gary invited me.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Now get upset with Gary because John jumped you in Gary's life.
I'm done with Gary. Me and Gary are over.
We know Gary and John are close.
Yeah,
I mean, you
and
know.
I just assumed I just assumed that you invited John Hein.
No, I had nothing to do with John. Although I did invite him over to my house when I heard he was out there.
Yes, you did.
How come you never made
Which
it?
was very nice.
Yeah. How come? What happened to you?
I was stuck at another thing that I couldn't get out. I was in Long Island City, and I couldn't get out to you in time.
Wish Sal would kill himself rather than be stuck at anything.
Well, let me just say this for Sal. See, John Hein knew you'd be upset, and that's why he didn't make it.
Right. Smart move. All right,
Well,
Sal,
I'm
thank
happy
you.
for you and your-
You got to hear the rest of this story. So
Yeah, I'm listening inside. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, so we know now that Ralph is a little tipsy, but we're all a little tipsy, but who knows how tipsy he is.
Right.
We go to this Saracen's place.
Yeah.
All right. And now we get in there, and, you know, Ross is Mr. Plan guy. He immediately is able to assess the situation, and we go, Ross goes, look, this
Ross
place...
is my our friend.
Ross Sapin, who we've talked about.
Sapin, who works here. Yeah.
And we get in there, and it was crowded, kind of a scene and stuff, and a nice place. But Ross was like, maybe a couple drinks and we'll go somewhere else, you know. And we're like, fine, I don't care, whatever. And Ralph, we get a place to sit. Ralph starts dancing.
Dirty dancing.
With who?
That's the key.
Like a woman who looked to be about 60.
Yeah.
In really tight, with bad plastic surgery and tight, jeans. All
John,
like
did she look
pants.
real old?
Yes.
Yeah.
Artie's being complimentary at this point.
Mr. Evaluator.
She was heavy, and that's being, kind. And this is from a guy, when you see a model walk in, he goes, her ears are small and her middle toe's too long.
Yeah.
He's out dancing with a chubby 60-year-old woman and appearing to love
dancing.
it. Yeah, no, he's
Dirty,
totally...
like that really
So,
annoying Latin music you hear at a feast, you know?
Artie was like, hey, there's a bunch of old broads here. I'm going home.
Oh, my
So Artie decides he's going to bail on the night. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning at this point, or 12:30.
We all decide we're going to bail on this place. We're all now the group is deciding to leave.
Okay.
Okay, you know.
So a couple of people, Gary included, go up to Ralph and say, hey, we're all leaving now. And they
While
say...
he's dirty dancing?
While he's dirty dancing. And Ralph says, looks at them coherently and says, look, man, don't worry. I'll catch up with you guys, or I'll just make it back to Howard's house, whatever.
Well,
don't worry.
It was actually worse than that. At first he said, I'll be fine. But then he said, you guys go and come and pick me up on your way back.
Right, that's what he wanted.
Like we're his fucking taxi drivers.
Yeah, and Gary goes, there is no way back, Ralph. We're going. That's it. Either you leave now.
Or you find your own way.
Right, so he's like, fine.
So again, you get out in front of the club, and guys, some guys, like when you're with a group of guys, some guys are like, fuck them, especially if you don't know them. But Artie and John Hein get out front, and they go, wait a minute, we can't just leave Ralph here. We have to, we have to be sure. So
that's what Ross was saying.
Artie was like, you know what, the guy might be fucked up. I'm going to go in, and I am going to make sure that Ralph understands.
Well, no, first Gary had a turn, then John Hein went in. He goes, Art, you're feeling guilty? I'm going to go in and ask him. So John Hein, and John is a pretty efficient
so you
guy.
see, the evening is all about Ralph and getting him from place to place. But wait a second, wait. So Artie says, I don't care what these two guys said. I don't want to feel guilty. I don't want to leave a guy.
You got to go make sure for yourself.
Yeah, because at this point he said, hey, maybe he's drunk and doesn't know what he's doing.
This is the third time going back there.
Right.
So Artie goes in and he says, look, Ralph, we are leaving. How are you going to get home? Don't worry, I'll get home, blah, 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 blah.
Dancing with a chick, arm around a chick.
Yeah,
like,
The 60-year-old broad.
Yeah.
He's still with her.
Yeah, so Artie says to him, do you know where Howard lives? He goes, take the address down. Write it down in your iPhone or whatever the fuck that thing is. Right. So Artie's telling him, yelling out the address, giving him the address. Ralph goes, I don't know if I work my iPhone. Don't worry, I know it. And he repeats the address. Okay.
I realize, people sort of recognize this. I'm yelling out Howard's address in the middle of a dance floor at a crowded club.
All right, because Artie felt like whatever.
He needed to take care of Ralph.
Right. So he goes, Ralph, do you even have? If you have to get a cab or whatever, he goes,
do you have money?
Do you have money? Artie hands Ralph $300 cash, and says, "Here, take this money. I want to make sure you can get home." Now, somehow
Artie,
Ralph,
I don't have a way home.
Somehow Ralph, exactly. Somehow Ralph evokes this in people. I know
that he's got the world taking care of him.
Most people should be like Scott the engineer. You forget that he's even there. It should be that way, but it's not. Okay. So these guys leave. Artie decides to come back to my place. He comes home.
Now, at this point, there's zero guilt in he's in no danger. Right. He's got money. He's an adult man. He seems to be having fun. He made a decision. I'm staying here, and we left. That's what happened.
All right.
I'm already asleep.
You don't even know this has gone on.
No. I've been in bed for hours already. I mean, I'm not putting up with this nonsense. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah. I went home with my fiance and had a perfectly reasonable evening with her. So, I got to tell you, it just sounds exhausting, right?
Oh my God!
I wouldn't have even gone back in and asked Ralph.
So the split was, which is what Ross wanted to say. You were with Ross. So the split was Ross and Gary and the other guys go somewhere else, and John Hein took me back to Howard.
All right.
Okay, so that's the split.
So then, I wake up the next morning, and I don't know. I listen to my messages. Yeah. There's 5 messages from Ralph. Oh. I go downstairs. I see his room hasn't been used. Oh. No Ralph. He never made it back. I go, oh, wow. Just before I listen to my messages, I go, Ralph must have hooked up with that broad or something. I didn't know about any
You
old
didn't
broad.
know about the 60-year.
No, I just said he must have hooked up with a broad. I know Ralph. Or he's staying at Ross's house or something went down.
Right, he went home with somebody else.
So I start listening to one panicked message after the other. It's like the first one comes in at about 4:30 in the morning.
Whoa.
He goes, dude. Where do you live? I'm driving around with this guy, and we're stopping in parking lots asking if anyone knows where you live.
Oh, no!
And he goes, I don't know where I am. You gotta help me. So then he goes, then I listen to the next message. In fact, I have the messages. Why didn't I fucking
you gotta
prepare
play
those?
them.
I should. You know what? Take a commercial break. I'll go get that lined up with Scott.
All right. Yeah. Because we got to hear the messages. I can't wait to hear these.
All right. Take a break. Man. Take a break. Wait, you got to hear these messages.
That's too funny.
Hello.
Hi.
2 seconds.
Is that the phone?
This is the phone right here.
I got to do a whole punching in.
I know. Okay, this is the phone.
Thank you. I dial 1.
You dial 9 first. You done? I think so. Right. Check.
Next message. Let me just make sure. Next message. What's it say?
Hey now, douchebag. I tried to call you before, but I got disconnected, and then I got another call.
Yeah, you can.
Just no 3?
That's it.
Okay, I got it.
I think I don't have to bleep out words.
I know.
It's such a pleasure.
I won't believe
He sounds like he's 18 years old.
Yeah, right? It's one big nightmare. So where were we in this story?
So you're about to so
Ralph's calling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ralph's
so
calling
I wake up in the
you,
morning. I see Ralph's bedroom is empty. Artie, I realize Artie locks his door at night. I noticed you lock. Do you have a thing? Because what I did was I tried to open the door to see if you were in there because I figured both you guys were gone, and then the door was locked.
I don't remember doing it. Maybe I did it out of habit. Yeah.
You lock yourself in at home?
Yeah, you lock yourself in.
Not in the bedroom, but I might have. I was a little drunk myself. I might have locked the door. I guess
like
I locked
it was a front door.
Well, good thing you did because I would have been in your room.
Right. Exactly.
Are you smart?
Who needs you in there?
Right.
Hey, always lock your door at Howard's house.
So now I'm like all confused, and I go and as I regularly do, go to check my messages. Scott, do you have those, or is it a whole big process?
I think it'll be like 2 more seconds, Howard.
All right, great. Just tell me the page to go to.
So, but what happened was, Howard left us at the concert. Everybody's hanging, having fun. I left Ralph with that money. Those guys left the bar, too. Ralph was dancing, having a good time. I made it home about 2 a.m. John Hein drove me home. By the way, me and John Hein got pulled over by a cop.
What?
Yeah, John Hine of all people.
So
John doesn't even drink, right?
Well, no. He didn't get pulled over because of that. He got pulled over. We were doing 40 and a 25 down the Hamptons main drag, and he was doing me a favor, taking me to Howard's, and I felt awful. This really cute chick.
A cop.
I mean, but cute. Like, you know, like you'd go, wow, there's a hot chick. Pulled us over, and I felt so bad. I said, I'm going to be obnoxious right now. And I said, Miss, my name's Artie Lang. I'm from the Howard Stern Show. And
Let me guess what you said. You said you had a 40-inch cock.
I was going to say, you would do sexual favors to get out of the ticket.
And she said, you know what, don't worry about it. She goes, I love Howard. I'm just giving you a warning. And she was going to get a fucking moving violation for that.
Artie used my name to get out of a ticket. I use my name, and I don't get out of a ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've done that, and cops have given me tickets.
What?
Well, like I'll go, hey, Howard Stern, the guy in the rating guy, goes, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And
he keeps writing.
And he writes a ticket.
See, the move is just to let them see who you are, I think. But
yeah, I never say. And, sometimes they recognize me, and then they're nice.
I say right away. Right, you say right away?
Yeah, I have the PBA card, and they go, oh, where'd you get this from? And I said, well, I do a lot of charity work for the police. Senator John told me that one.
Never pull up
I said, they go, where'd you get that? I do a lot of charity work for the police. Oh, how do you do that? I go, well, I work on the Howard Stern Show. We do a lot of stuff.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say I'm from the Letterman Show. See if that gets me anywhere.
But I felt so bad for John. I said, I'm going to be like a little bit of a douchebag and say it out loud. And then she couldn't have been cooler. And I'm telling you, she was hot. So
we're lucky because John's the only one of us that doesn't drink.
Yeah, he was completely sober.
Let's go to Bill, who wants to say hello. Bill, go ahead.
Hey, welcome back, Howard.
Thanks, man.
Listen, this Ralph story, the only way it's going to be any way interesting to anybody but you or maybe Robin is if Ralph dies or gets arrested or...
Well, you got to hold on.
You got to hold on.
Well, sir, that would be great.
Gets his face punched in.
Are you not enjoying the story? Because I did a random...
No, I'm really listening, Howard. I just
right, they just hate Ralph. And,
yeah, we love to hate Ralph.
Okay, because I did a random check. I said, is this interesting to everyone, or is it just to me and Artie and the guys who were there? And everyone said, no, we're all guessing.
Right, no, we're leaping ahead and saying what this will mean for Ralph in the future.
The messages will make it better. They're on Gary Preview page 1 in green.
Okay, thank you. So I get up and I get this message. Give me a sec. Okay. Here we go. This is the first message.
Hey, man, I know you're sleeping, but...
So what's he supposed to do?
I have no place to go. We're going back to the city, I think. Fuck, man. These people... this chick's throwing up on the side of the road. Oh, my God, this is so fucked. All right, well, can you pack up my shit? Okay, thank you. Bye.
So now it's about 4:30 in the morning, and he's going back home. And I'm like, what the fuck happened
So that's
here?
the first message you get. You have to be completely puzzled.
No, I'm puzzled.
Yeah, right.
So then
how did he get so out of it?
Then the next one is time-stamped, I think, around 7 in the morning or 7:30.
Hey, now. Hey, so I'm in Jersey City. What a fucking nightmare, man. Fucking guys ditched me. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't find your house. Went up and down the street. Couldn't find the street. And so I had to get on the bus. And, oh, my God, what a fucking nightmare. Fucking douchebags.
They're douchebags.
Cocksuckers. Fuck. All right, man, I'm going to sleep, so I'll talk to you during the day. Just throw my shit in a bag and give it to Artie. I got a shirt in the closet and some stuff in the bathroom and whatever, underneath the TV to the right over there. Just throw my shit in a bag, and I'm going to sleep. All right, man. Thanks, man. Bye.
After all drinking, he knew exactly where everything was. Did you hear that description?
Yeah, he sounds very lucid.
He sounds very alert and all this other shit. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah,
And then
what did they do to him?
And then the third, and I'm like, well, what did these guys do? And I'm dying to wake Artie up, but I go, Artie slept till like 1 o'clock
locked
in the
his
afternoon.
door so you couldn't.
Yeah,
I was in weekend mode. I put the air conditioning on.
Did you sleep until noon or something?
Well, on a night out, I got home. I didn't get to sleep till about 2:30, and I put the air conditioning on about 58.
And he's calling these guys like cocksuckers and fucks, and I'm like, man, they really screwed him over. I don't know what's going on.
What did they do to Ralphie?
And then I'm like,
Hey, douchebag, could you put some cookies in my bag, too, please? Some of Marty's cookies, like 3 or 4. That would be very good. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude. I can't believe I'm home. Fucking cocksuckers, man. Fucking assholes. Fucking... Oh, fuck. Dude, I had to... I'll tell you, I had to fucking scale the side of my building to get my house. What a fucking pig. Fuck. All right, bye. Just give me some cookies, though. All right, bye.
So we get it. So Artie wakes up. All the guys come over to my place because we're going to have a meeting about what went down.
So I finally wake up.
There's a big summit.
I wake up at
Ross
noon
was over,
and
Gary,
I make it into the kitchen. I could barely move. Like my 1 p.m. I wake up and I see Howard and Beth, and they go, "Did you hear what happened to Ralph?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, what happened?"
Right.
And then I hear.
So we tell him all this, and he goes, I fucking gave the guy $300. I went in 20 times and said to him, Ralph, I'm going home now. Do you know how to go? He goes, this is my worst nightmare. He goes, I never want to ditch a guy. I never would do that. He goes, I'm fucking mad. I'm outraged.
There was no indication. I was really pissed because, look, the only way we'd be in the fault is if we sort of knew that Ralph was in a blackout or something.
Right.
But of course we didn't know that.
Wait a minute. You know what?
There was no indication of that.
What John Hine told me was that when he went in to say, Ralph, we're leaving, we're really leaving, this is, how are you going to get home? Ralph said, just tell Ross to come back at such a time and pick me up.
Right. Yeah, he kept saying that.
And the other thing you should know, you know how Ralph has that iPhone that he's madly in love with, that he plays with like a baby?
Yeah.
So we wondered, he's got my cell phone number, he's got Ross's cell phone number, and he's got Howard's address in there. He's got this thing that he's in love with. Fucking thing runs out of batteries.
Oh, you're kidding. That's why
that's another great part of the story.
Yeah. So we all decide to get him on a speakerphone and find out what's going on. And we tell him, hey, you're being an asshole. Artie went in, he goes, what? He claims he
doesn't remember.
I said, so what do you want? What kind of drugs are you doing? Because that ain't from drinking.
What's wrong with you?
He says, I swear I smoked a little weed at the concert, I drank, and that was it.
I said, what's the last thing you remember? I said, do you remember sitting next to Paul McCartney? And it was me, you, and Paul McCartney in the third row, I said. And we were, having a great time listening to Don't Come Around Here No More, the last song. And he goes, Art, I don't remember standing next to you and Paul McCartney. I totally would remember that, which explained to me why he wasn't that into him. But there was no indication of that night. He seemed to be all right.
So I said to Ralph, why didn't you go to a hotel? Oh, there were no hotels. I go, there's tons of fucking hotels. Why wouldn't you go to a diner and just wait till, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? He goes, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Somehow he latched on to some guy.
Yeah.
This is the mystery thing.
That he was driving around with.
And because his iPhone, the single biggest advancement in the history of technology, that he can't call anybody, he borrows the guy's cell phone to call Howard. So now the guy has Howard's
in his phone.
Yeah, so clearly the guy knew Ralph was. Of course, he knows Ralph and Howard.
That's why he's doing all.
And they're going up and down. And Ralph got out of the guy's car at one point and started yelling, "Does anyone know where Howard Stern lived?" And he said, "Fuck it."
Know that?
Because Ralph told us he did it. He goes, at some point, I was desperate, dude. I'm sorry, but I was desperate.
Whatever he was on, he must have come off. But
he got next to a very big celebrity's house who lives next to Howard. That was like a landmark. There's another sort of very big celebrity there, and as there are all over the place. And so he knew that was close by, and we were like, well, then you couldn't get it it's only like a little ways further. He's like, no, I couldn't do it. I was yelling at Howard's name. I called him from this guy's cell phone. We go, who was the guy? How did you leave the guy? He's like, I have no idea what happened. Somehow I got on the jitney, the bus, back to the fucking city.
We don't believe anything. We were like, what jitney did you get at 4:30 in the morning?
But he's back in Jersey City.
He did get back.
To be on a jitney,
but
right?
he found a guy that was willing to take him from the club to around the neighborhood of your house, drive him up and down the road, and then take him back to a place where the guy knew there was a bus Ralph could get.
Yeah, instantaneously, he's supposedly stumbling blackout drunk. He finds a guy he also tried to get into a hotel. He goes, the hotel had no vacancy. So he finds that information out. He he makes it somewhat back to Howard's house, makes phone calls, figures out his cell phone's dead, gets to the fucking bus stop. I couldn't do that coherent.
But he's a train wreck.
I mean, it's like... So, and then I said, Ralph, do you remember? He goes, by the way, did someone give me money? I have a stack of hundreds. And I said, Ralph, I gave you $300. I said, you don't remember that? I put it right in front of your face. I go, dude, this is money for you to get home. He goes, yeah. He goes, actually, thanks for doing that. I didn't have a lot of money on me.
Yeah, but meanwhile, here's the kicker to that part of the story.
So he knew that I gave him the money, and I said, yeah, Ralph, that was me. And he goes, oh, thanks. That was nice of you. So.
Well, no. He said he didn't remember you gave him $300.
Right.
He said, I said to him, do you remember Artie giving you $300? He goes, oh, is that how I had a pocket full of money?
Right. Then we found that out on the phone. He said, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But didn't he say on the phone that he was going to give you the money back?
No, he never said that.
He never said that. So
listen to this.
When's that going to happen?
So now I'm packing Ralph's room up, which, by the way, is like spread out all over the house. I mean, like he
So it wasn't just in his room. You had to go all over.
It was just in his room, but he luxuriates and gets everything out and unpacked, and his books over here, and his this and his that. It's like he was there for 1 hour. You know what I mean? He was just there for an overnight visit.
And he really did leave a lit cigar on like a teak bar.
No. It actually wasn't lit. It was out. But it was out.
So
but
Howard
still,
and Beth picked up for him, packed for him, got a shirt out of a closet, figures out where his other shit is, and put these great homemade cookies they had, packed them up and put them in the bag.
You actually responded to the cookie request.
Yeah, he actually gave him cookies.
So we pack up his bag, and I go, now Artie's got to schlep Ralph's bag.
Real neatly. A packed up fucking bag waiting for me to take it back to Ralph.
So
after all this,
Artie decides that he'll make it easy for Ralph, because Artie got a car to take him from the helipad to his house.
What happened is, so now I have Ralph's bag, okay? And it's like one of those sort of, lazy Sundays where, you're hungover. What do I want to do? Me and Gary get the helicopter back. So, and again, the guy, there was an issue for the guy because I thought you were 3. He goes, no, we're only 2. And you could tell the guy had to change something. He goes, oh, whatever. I wish you would have told me that. So, Ralph inadvertently fucks up that guy's day in some way. So we're on the helicopter, which is the greatest ride ever. And in the middle of the helicopter ride back to Manhattan, I go to Gary. I go, listen, after all this bullshit, I can make Ralph's life so easy right now. I had my guy who always drives me, my driver Herb, picking me up at the helipad in Manhattan. And I said, he actually doesn't live that far from Ralph.
Right.
I could just tell the guy I'll give the guy Ralph's number, and I'll give Ralph his number on his answer machine, and I'll say, guys, hook up at some point during the day. My driver will hand deliver you the bag, Ralph. And, of course, though, he charges me for a ride for that.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. So Gary had some great advice. He goes, okay, number 1, you shouldn't do it because fuck him. But number 2, if you do it, it's out of your hair completely because he's got it. Now Ralph has a deadline. Ralph is skipping to it because he's got to get to California. He needed shit in that bag for California. So I agreed with the second part. I said, fuck it. I don't want this in my head. I call Ralph from the helicopter. I leave him a message saying, look, get in touch with this guy. He's going to have your bag in a Lincoln. Your bag will be driven in a Lincoln Town car to your house. I tell my driver when we land, I go, look, take this to this guy's house. He's like, fine. And he didn't plan on doing anything else on a Sunday. It was a special Sunday ride.
Right.
And I must get charged about $40, $50 for whatever that is. And I don't want the guy to do it for me for nothing. So Ralph calls me back when I land. He goes, dude, thanks so much. That was really, really great. The guy fucking took it right to me, and I really need all that shit because I'm going to California tomorrow. And he goes, by the way, I gave the guy a few dollars. And I go, oh, that's nice. That's nice. You gave the guy a few dollars. He goes, yeah, so thanks, man. And I said, well, have a good time in California, I guess. And he goes, great, I will. Thank you for everything. Because by now he realized he was wrong. He goes, look, I'm not really mad about last night. I'm sorry you had to, give me the $300. He even re-brought it up again, $300.
Right.
Now, knowing he's going to California, he says he gave my driver a few dollars as a tip.
Right.
So then we just hang up, and he's going to California. I say, good luck, have a good time. I call my driver. I go, did he give you anything for me? And he goes, no. He didn't give me a package for you at all. He didn't give me any money to give back to me. He's like, nope. And I go, what did he tip you? And he goes, not much. He goes, like under $10, so just a few dollars. And, I don't know the exact number, but Ralph might dispute that. I got to check from my guy. But the point is, now, am I right in assuming this is Ralph's mindset? Because this is what pisses me off. He's going to California. He doesn't have a lot of money on him. He figures, unless Artie brings it up, I'm not giving him back the $300. I got $300 cash on me. I'm taking this to L.A.
Absolutely.
And fuck it.
Yeah.
You gave it to him, Artie. Why would you want it back?
You gave him the money.
Artie's fuming mad because, and rightly so.
Oh, absolutely.
That, dude, where's my $300 back?
Right.
I gave it to you.
He did that out of the goodness of his heart because he cared about Ralph, and Ralph is taking it.
I wouldn't even say, even if he said to me, look, I needed it. I used, what's the jitney, $50?
Say it's $100.
Right. So he would have said, look, I'm low on cash. Here's the balance of the $300. But, and again, I'll give Ralph a chance to explain himself, but I started to overthink it, and I really got fucking mad. I said his mindset was totally that Artie's not bringing this up, so I'm not going to bring it up. Right. I'm going to L.A. I got an extra $300. Fuck it. I'm keeping it. After his bag got hand-delivered, Ralph cost me $350. Yeah. On top of whatever, the helicopter would have been. And not until he didn't thank me for the helicopter, by the way, until he made this really cheap fat joke at lunch. We were all having lunch, and he makes this like dumb fat joke that I was sort of
pissed.
I was aggravated by it, and I don't care about fat jokes, obviously, but something about it rubbed me the wrong way. And Ralph could see I was pissed, and then he went, "Oh, by the way, Art, thanks for the helicopter. That was really nice." Yeah. And so again, it's like I don't know. I just it's that sense of entitlement with money. And it's not about the money, of course, but just he's going to claim I forgot, Art. I forgot, or
of course I was going to pay you back.
Is there any way I let him on in thinking you don't have to pay me that money back? I don't think I said that.
No. And in fact, I want to ask you guys a question because Ralph got mad at me on a wrap-up show a couple of weeks ago. He said that I'm the one who started this rumor, a fact about him that's wrong, that he has a sense of entitlement. But doesn't everything in that story show he feels he has a right to be on the helicopter, a right to have his bag delivered with cookies, by the way?
But Ralph knows that he has a sense of entitlement.
But how do you not know?
He wouldn't even recognize it because he's so entitled.
How does he not remember the whole night?
Because he's blacking out.
But Howard, a couple of hours later, when you're like that, a couple hours later, he describes to the longitude and latitude where all the shit is in his room.
Yeah.
I got stuff a little bit to the right there. There's a shirt in the closet. And a black guy, I would remember, had a shirt in a fucking closet.
But he wasn't drinking then. This is, you got him before and after blackout.
Speaking of blackouts, though, is Isaac here or is he on his honeymoon?
I don't know.
Isaac got married on Sunday.
Well,
Isaac's one of our guys who works on Howard TV.
Great guy.
Honeymoon, Howard.
What did you say?
He's on his honeymoon.
Oh, too bad. Because
what?
After all that telling about how Ralph inappropriate, I'm going to be the... Here's a story about me being the most inappropriate.
Artie accepted the invitation. I had RSVP'd that I wasn't coming.
Right.
Although I did send Isaac a gift, which he'll probably get when he gets back. But anyway, Artie was going to the wedding.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Again, Isaac invited me to the wedding. Me and Isaac are friends. I think he's great. I know his wife, his now wife.
Susie.
They were getting married Sunday, and I went out Friday night, and I slept a day and a half.
Get out of here.
Hungover. And
you slept a day and a half?
I woke up Saturday afternoon. And again, this is what happens. If I don't have like a woman in my life to take care of me like a little baby, I forget stuff like this. So I totally forgot about the wedding. And I guess I have other friends who were going. All it would have taken is one guy to go, Art, how you getting to the wedding? You want to go together? Like, there was not one call like that. I know Richard went. You know what I mean? It was like, and I'm sitting there like in a daze, hungover, reading the sports section. I didn't remember till last night at 10 o'clock. I gander over at my fucking refrigerator and I see the invitation, and I had a feeling of such horror.
Wait a minute. You didn't go to the refrigerator all weekend?
I did, but it's like, this is what happens. I put it
when
up.
You hang stuff on a refrigerator, you don't...
I put it up a month ago. It became part of the refrigerator.
Right.
And I totally, I look at it and I go, I didn't go to fucking Isaac's wedding. And I didn't even call. So now,
it was of crap.
I heard a rumor too, Robin, that you bailed on Isaac's wedding a week before the event.
He knew that was a possibility.
Oh, okay. You're
It
off
was
the
too
hook
late.
then?
it was too late to call him. It was 10 o'clock last night, so I said, "Listen, I'm sure people at the show know about this. I'm gonna have to deal with it." I sat down and I literally wrote a 3-page apology.
You should read that on the air.
You want
Really,
me to?
you should make it public.
Well, let me
Is
give
it boring or is it good?
It's me thinking of every self-deprecating, awful thing about myself to say.
Don't read it then.
Before he said, no, you know what? If he wants to, I'll give it to him. If he wants
All
to
right,
read it, he can read it.
read
But I also, and of course, to put a period at the end of the inappropriate
You have
sentence,
to give a huge gift.
I gave more money because I feel so guilty.
What'd you give him?
I'm not going to say that. If he could read the note and say how
tell
much
you,
if he wants, but I got it sealed here, marked to him. And guys, I'll say this to when I see you. I'm so sorry, guys. I felt
Because when
horrible.
I did bail, Isaac said, "Well, Artie's going to be there by himself."
Oh God.
Well, no, he's not actually.
By the way, I know I told that assistant of mine to remind me about this, but anyway, I'm not going to.
You know,
Now
it's
it's
time.
his fault.
I'm not going to blame
It's time
him.
you went to franklincovey.com, got yourself an appointment book, and started taking responsibility for this shit.
You're right.
This is what Howard's been preaching all
I'm
along.
telling you, it enables you to become a man.
I don't forget about gigs where I'm getting paid. That's for
That's
sure.
true.
But
That's true. You never sleep through those.
Isaac's a good guy, and I feel terrible about it. And I'll give him this Magna Carta I wrote. Yeah.
Hey, anyway, so
I feel like a little baby. You know what I mean? Like I'm 39. I forgot to go to a friend's wedding.
When are you going to turn 40? It seems like you've been 39 for about 5 years.
I'm Jack Benny.
You know what's weird?
October 11th.
The weird part of Isaac's wedding, and this is why we got to get him in here when he comes back from his honeymoon. Where'd he go?
I don't even know. I don't know.
If you'd been at the wedding, you might have found out.
Yeah, you might have known.
I feel terrible.
So anyway, he had the most random invite list. You know how we always have trepidation about throwing a party because you have to cut certain people off?
Yeah.
But it was like I got invited, you got invited. Now, some people were pissed Artie got invited over them because they were like, well, I know Isaac longer. Like Gary didn't get invited.
Gary didn't get an invite?
And he even said to me, look, I'm not complaining. I don't want to go to a fucking wedding. But
Not on no Labor Day weekend.
no. Oh, people who get married on Labor Day weekend, you want to take them and smash their head into a fucking wall. You want to smash their head into a
Well,
wall.
that's a whole other rap. But
Yeah.
look, I went to his bachelor party. I did a shot with his best man. I was like, I can't wait for the wedding. It's my bad. Sometimes you drop the ball. I drop the ball. But Teddy, fuck him. It's his fault.
Isaac's on the phone. I got to ask him.
Isaac's on the phone
Yeah.
from his honeymoon?
Hey, Isaac.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, congratulations, by the way, to you and
Thanks
Susan.
very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for the notice. Howard sent me a really nice note. It was very heartfelt.
Yes, and I will actually have I have a gift for you, but
I have a
when you
gift
get
for
back.
you, too.
There you go. Anyway, your guest list was kind of random. It was weird, like Artie, me, Robin. Was Fred invited? Were you invited?
I wasn't
Fred?
invited, no.
No. Was
there's a lot of things. You know how hard it is to put together a party that has a limited number of seats. It's not easy.
but why Richard and Ronnie the limo driver over Gary?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I went out to Richard's house to shoot Weekend at the Christie's, and I bonded with Richard. And I've been friends with Richard since the day he arrived at K-Rock. I was close to Richard. Why Ronnie? Because I used to do the hallway camera, and I had, spent a lot of time with Ronnie. And even though Ronnie breaks my balls constantly, probably more than anybody at the show, Ronnie's always doing it with a smile. So I the way I gauged it was I couldn't invite everyone from the show. There were people that I wanted to invite that I couldn't invite because of numbers and because of, you have to let your parents and you have to let your bride invite people. And I kind of thought of it as, when I look out into that crowd, who are the faces that I really, really want to see?
And you don't want to see Gary's face. No.
You didn't want to see Gary or Fred.
I like Gary, but I don't have that closeness with Gary that I have with some other people on the show.
Yeah, I don't blame you about Fred, too. I mean, I understand that.
Well, I was upset.
When I get married, I don't want to look out and see
You don't
Fred.
want to look out and see Fred?
No.
Consider me a no.
I love Fred. I just don't know. I just don't have a closeness. I had to.
No one has a closeness to Fred.
I got one for him, Howard.
Wow.
Hey, Isaac.
Pound.
Congratulations on. Believe me, I'm not that pissed. But there's a guy out there that seems a little upset that I thought that Isaac was really good friends with.
Who?
Will. Isaac and Will are pretty friendly. So how do you pick Richard, say, over Will?
Like I said, Will was. I actually had a B list, and I told Will that he was on my B list.
He's B list.
Well, just so you don't feel bad, you're on the B list.
Well, at least he was on a list.
That's all right.
No, he was on a B list, and
our list got really big because I apparently have a lot of cousins that I don't know about.
Why would Artie be on your list, though? Are you close to Artie?
I thought I was.
Yeah, no, me and Isaac are very friendly. And dude, again, I don't know if you heard before, but I have no excuse. Without a broad in my life to take care of me like a little fucking fat baby, I went out Friday night. I slept all day Saturday and Sunday. Last night at 10 o'clock, I looked at my refrigerator at your invitation, man, and I became horrified. And I realized no one called me. No one even said.
Well, my invitation was on your refrigerator, and you didn't see it for 2 days. I don't believe that.
Well, that's what I said. He had to go to the refrigerator.
No, it became sort of part of the scenery.
Yeah, it became like part of the refrigerator, and I because it was up there for so long. But I mean, I have no excuse. I literally.
That's bad.
No one called.
What do you have an assistant for?
Well, listen, I guarantee I told that Teddy little motherfucker to remind me about it because
You're gonna fire his ass, or you?
I just would have liked. I would have loved to have seen. You would have had a great time.
Isaac, you know
what's sad? A B-lister could have taken his place.
That's right.
Like Will.
That's of course, And
Will's a B-lister.
Isaac, I am so sorry, man. I wrote you a 3-page apology. And I have a check for you, and I don't know what to say, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Susan. I know how women.
Susan's a piece of ass.
She's hot.
I was just looking at a picture of her.
Too.
She got nice titties.
Oh, stop it.
Thank you very
That's
much.
his wife now. You're
Big
talking
deal.
about.
You did well.
I'm
happy when a guy tells me my wife would have nice titties.
Isaac's wife is a very talented line producer. As a matter of fact, we interviewed her she worked on the Chappelle
Look at her
show.
titties in that picture.
Yeah. And we interviewed Isaac's wife to line produce Beer League.
Isaac, is that her wedding dress that I'm seeing with the pink sash around it? Or is that like an
that's her wedding dress.
Boy, with the titties like that, huh?
Pretty revealing.
Yeah, she got into really good shape for the wedding. She's always been great. I mean, she's amazing. I definitely scored out of my league.
She wear a bikini or a one piece?
She wears a bikini. She doesn't really go to she doesn't really like the sun though, so she stays out of the sun.
So she's got a flat, hard stomach?
She's in amazing shape right now. She does have a flat stomach.
She's got a great body.
And those are real titties?
Good breast to stomach ratio.
And that's real boobies?
Those are real boobs.
Nice. She got a nice
but,
face too.
She was really. I mean, I think one of the first things that she said to me, she looked out and she goes, "Artie's not here."
Oh God,
I'm like, yeah. Well, let's give him a little time. Maybe he's late, but.
I assume you were at the wedding, right?
Yeah, I was at the wedding. I had a great time.
Picture.
I'm just saying for the audience. Yes.
We set a chair for Artie. In his seat, we put a Jack in water and put his name tag.
I mean, you know why I have no excuse? Because even, of course, the baby that I am, I was late in RSVPing about whether or not I was going to bring a guest, so it went out of the way Isaac had to extend it a few days. Artie, are you bringing a guest? And I made sure I said no. I'm gonna come solo, and that's when I know.
There's your chair.
And that's when I know. I told Teddy, "Look, man, you got to remind me about that too." And I guarantee, motherfucker.
I told Isaac 3 weeks ago.
I don't know, man. I mean, everybody had all this trouble RSVPing, but Howard did everything right.
I know.
Well, Howard just says no right away.
How did he do everything right?
He says no right away.
Hey,
because
it's
he's
better
not
than
going
you.
anywhere.
It's better than Robin, who gives you a yes, sort of, and then a no.
Stance, I mean, he says, I can't.
Just fucking say no.
Isaac, how long ago did I tell you that Artie was definitely not coming to your wedding, even though we RSVP'd yes?
Doug predicted this thing.
Why would you think that?
Because look, I'm right.
And
I know, but have I done this in the past?
Well, I don't know if you want to get into that. But
I did.
Sort of.
When?
It was a shoot.
Oh, well.
Yeah, sort of.
But that was a work.
Sort of, right, sort of, yeah.
I'm also concerned about Artie sleeping for a day and a half. What did you do on Friday night?
Well,
I played.
He hibernates like a bear.
You know what I
think
did?
He eats an enormous meal and and then goes into a cave somewhere.
Friday night, there's these guys I play poker with every once in a while, and they're sort of high rollers, even for me a little bit. And I sort of really the guys I've known for years, but I sort of really gotta get in the right mood to play poker with these guys.
Which means
means he gets wasted.
No, we went and we played a big game of poker, and I got home at 7 a.m. and I explained this in my note. I got home at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. The wedding was on Sunday, so I went out Friday. We played this 18-hour poker game.
How much did you lose?
I actually won. We have $8,100.
Really?
I won $8,100.
Impressive.
But this is the same game I lost 38,000 years ago. Remember? So
you're down.
still. And I got home at 7 a.m. Saturday, and I had a nice big breakfast. And I went to sleep, and aside from getting up to take a leak, I didn't wake up again until 5:30 p.m. on Sunday.
Wow.
Oh
So I slept for
like a bear.
32 hours. And
Well, you should have seen him in my house. He was like the whole.
You didn't know if Artie was coming out of that
I said,
room,
what
huh?
if Artie died? I couldn't open the door.
As a matter of fact, I was so afraid that I was going to just keep continuing sleeping at hours.
Ed, you're on the air. Go ahead, and then we'll get to Richard. Yes, Ed.
Hey, I think Artie's back on heroin.
I don't think so.
He's missing the wedding. He's carrying lots of cash with him. Who carries all that cash with him?
Well, when you're going to play poker, what are you talking about?
All right, let's go to.
Like the cash I gave $300 out in the Hamptons. The world is not exactly your oyster.
Yeah, Mike, you're on the air in Toronto.
Yeah, it's Paul. I just wanted to go back to the thing about Ralph asking you for cookies. What was that all about? Pack my bag and throw some cookies in there.
Well, we had these delicious homemade cookies. And,
Unbelievable.
He was all angry that not only did he have to go back to Jersey City, but that he missed the cookies that were going to be for lunch.
He's still thinking about the cookies.
Yeah.
Well, where's the manners, too? He just calls and says, do it.
Yeah, well, that's why he gets this thing about being entitled.
Now, where did he go in California? Because he and...
Well, Sam Simon and him had a falling out,
Right.
So he's glomming off John Stamos.
So he took the Stamos invitation.
He went to Stamos' house. Stamos went to Burning Man out in California. And left Ralph the house for the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. So he goes, I'm glad Stamos has kind of got the place to myself.
Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking of the week Ralph had last week, and again, my great week ended.
Yeah.
When I got on the helicopter.
Right.
His was just beginning.
He had other plans.
What do you want to say, Richard?
Oh, back to the Artie sleeping thing. We took a nap together on the Rescue Me set in his trailer, and this assistant girl, I felt so bad for her. She had to wake him up from his nap, and he was like out of it. She was like, Artie, and Langford's there with a microphone recording it all. And he looked so funny when he woke up. He just stared and looked around like he was just been born or
really,
like
something.
a baby.
Like a crazy kind of sleeper.
On that point, I'm so depressed. But I got back from this card game. I had won a little money. I was a little hungover. I had cold pizza that was left over in my refrigerator and 2 Cokes.
Ugh.
And then I fucking I slept. I slept for 34 hours.
Me and Doug were talking at the wedding.
I don't even think that's possible.
We were talking. We wanted to guess. Like, I'm sure Artie is giving Isaac a ridiculous amount of money because he didn't make the wedding. Like he's throwing money.
Listen,
at him.
Isaac,
tell me how
He's
much.
giving him all of his
Isaac's
winnings.
gone already. I hung up on him. I didn't mean to hang up on him.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
must have.
there's a reason that Isaac had a wedding on a Sunday on a holiday weekend in the morning because they had low budget.
Yeah,
so
I know.
one seat was a big deal.
I know. And I
What'd
felt,
you give him?
I'm not saying
Come
that's
on.
up to Isaac if he wants to. But the one thing I will say to Isaac, I said, please just don't waste your time arguing with me.
Give me over under $3 grand.
Is
ripping
it
up
4
the check.
figures?
Is it over $3 grand or under?
Is it 4 figures? Yes, it's 4 figures.
Okay. Is it over or under 3?
Oh, jeez.
I'm not getting into that.
Because you might have gone completely berserk with
well,
guilt.
that's the other thing.
You go completely
Because
berserk.
I know his wife. His wife is wonderful, but I don't really know her. So it's like I guarantee you, the note that I wrote. I just tried to think of every awful way to insult myself. And then at the end, I said, look, I'm sure this figure is inappropriate, but please, what else would you expect at this point? I have no other way to
make up.
Yeah, and again, this is you can see why I.
Artie's insane with money because I'm a pretty good tipper. I really am. And this guy, like, we go to a concert and they had a bartender there, and he says to the guy, not even a bartender, like a guy serving drinks,
Right.
and he just says to the guy, you could tip him $50. And then, like, he gives.
I was going to ask.
But
Artie,
those guys do pay attention to you for the rest of the
I was
night.
going to want to make sure I never without a drink, and I'm
Well,
like,
he's got a problem.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Artie, because I noticed it. I got to say, you are the most amazing tipper I've ever seen. I watched you the whole weekend.
he goes to the helipad, for example. Some guy takes his bag out of Artie's car and puts it on the helicopter. Artie gives him 100.
It was like Artie, that was like a 10-foot walk. That guy brought it into the thing. It was like a 10-foot walk.
$100?
He's Jackie Gleason.
Again, it's the thing. It's not out of kindness. It's out of insane insecurity, which is why.
Like, are you afraid that guy's going to talk bad about you?
No, I don't know what it's. No, because I tip with money I didn't have before I had money. I would over tip.
I thought you were just too lazy to get change of 100, so you just give everyone 100.
Maybe
that has happened before.
Smaller.
That has without question happened before. It's like, I don't want it. I'm like, just take it. I don't know.
I mean, but, even handing Ralph $300, it doesn't take $300 to get back to
Well, I wanted to make sure, look, there's no way this fucking guy could not get back.
It was very nice of you.
But, I heard you guys had a bet whether or not Ralph was going to pay me back. Was that true?
I don't know.
I did. I said
we did.
You were the only one that said he would pay back. Ross and I both said he wouldn't pay back.
And now he's going to pay back because it's been brought
Well, now
up
you've
on
embarrassed
the air.
him.
Right, but he won't.
But he wouldn't have paid back had it been left.
Now,
you have no radio show.
So he never paid you back.
Right.
Not yet.
As of now, but I'm sure you're right, Howard. I'm sure he'll pay me back eventually. Now,
Did he ever pay you that bet?
Although actually he didn't. And I was up in the air. And I was out on the air just the same way.
Dominic Barber, you're on the air.
Yeah, I don't think he should feel bad asking about the wedding because when my daughter got married, Robin never told us whether she was or wasn't coming right to the wedding date.
It's terrible.
Hey, did Robin bring a weird 13-year-old girl to your wedding?
No. And Howard.
I asked that. I had a guest. You wanted me at your wedding.
I think you asked me like the day before. It was like a day or two before.
Oh, my God.
No, really.
You're still carrying on about
It's just funny. It's just odd behavior.
It's odd behavior.
This is why weddings, I'm telling you.
I hate you, and now I'm sorry I ever came to your wedding.
I loved having you at the wedding, but more than a few people. Like, that was at the time where your sexuality was in question.
Right, I have a 13-year-old girl.
And everyone's like, what's with Robin and the 13-year-old girl at the wedding?
Yeah, but you assumed she was also a pedophile?
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old
People just thought it was weird.
I always suspected you were a pedophile.
Howard, did you think it was weird? Seriously. People thought it was
I don't remember. I don't, but Dominic, I think Dominic's thing is very, very relevant. That's not right, Robin.
But Howard, do you remember how
I was on the fence the whole time.
Not to RSVP is wrong.
I was on the
do
fence.
You remember how you got out of my daughter's wedding? It was incredible.
I think he had RSVP'd, yes.
No. I left the country. What did I do?
He made believe you went to Europe.
I actually was in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He was promoting a film.
Allison came.
And you talk about guys who are overly generous, too. I tried to pay, remember Dominic got me fitted for that suit. I'm trying to pay him back. He refuses to take the money. He ripped up the check.
I don't want money.
Give me my wedding present back, Gary.
Oh.
Did you go on your date with Jimmy Florentine over vacation yet?
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
No?
No.
I am no longer single.
And by the way, Robin canceled on Gary's dinner party an hour before. So,
Do we have to? And I was sick.
I wish to God, I swear to God, I'm sure Robin was sick, but I wish I would have had tape because it was definitely one of those voices that was getting raspier as the as it went on.
I guarantee you Robin wasn't sick.
I was sick. Why would I?
You had a tickle in your throat.
No, it wasn't. It was much more than a tickle.
You know what I worry about? Women especially take weddings so seriously, and I've fucked up in the past with shit
And
like
I
this,
gave
too.
Dominic's daughter a wonderful present.
Very nice.
Very
and
generous.
so did Howard. No, you both gave great presents.
All right, thanks, Dominic. Let me move on because Lisa G's got it. What is it, Doug?
Oh, no, just one more thing about the wedding. When a hillbilly tries to dress himself up in a tuxedo, it was so funny. Richard was so clueless with what he was wearing. You know those like a handkerchief that you wear, like you're supposed to have a nice handkerchief. So Richard had it, and I was like, that looks too
pocket
perfect.
square. Yeah.
Yeah. So I lifted it.
It was
so I pulled it
attached?
out. It's attached to the cardboard with the price tag on it still. And then he had he couldn't button his shirt, so the button's unbuttoned on the top button with a black T-shirt underneath sticking out.
Richard, you were doing a bit. You know that you can't have the box and the receipt on the fucking handkerchief.
No, I had it inside my pocket where you couldn't see most of the time. Doug just pulled it out.
You never took it off?
No. If you can't see it, why take it off?
Got a point there.
There's Richard.
But I gotta say, Howard, I gotta give you a compliment. Like you Jewish people know how to throw a wedding. It was a blast.
Think all
You
Jews?
Jewish people.
Yeah.
Think all Jews know how to do it?
Oh man, like I got
been
to
to a
thank
couple of shitty Jewish weddings.
I got to
Isn't it?
thank Isaac and Susie because it was a lot of fun. They lifted them up on the chairs and everybody was dancing and the booze was flowing. It was a lot of fun.
Rich is like, why are they lifting the Jews up in the air?
It's symbolic of getting away in the Holocaust.
Richard's like, where's the rope?
You say everything's amazing, though, so.
No, I had a
This was
great time.
It was a morning wedding. He was drunk off his ass by like 12:30.
Bill, you're on the air in Harrisburg.
Hey, Howard, how are you?
Free
How you
booze.
doing? First-time caller, long-time listener. I was actually wondering if Isaac would ask Artie to read the letter over there.
Oh, Artie will read it on the air. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, let's hear your letter.
He said he would let Isaac do that.
No, Isaac will reveal the amount.
No, he said Isaac could read the letter if he wanted.
No, okay, listen.
No, I put the kill on reading Isaac's letter because I just thought it would be real long, but maybe it'd be funny.
It's three.
It's going to be hilarious.
Let's hear it. Come on, read it.
I'm not. There's no way I'm telling you what the check is for.
All right, well, then just leave out the dollar amount. Just leave out the dollar amount and read the letter.
Let's go blank.
You want Isaac back on the phone to hear it?
Nah.
Yeah, he should hear his apology in person.
I mean, again, I wrote this at the height of feeling so. I might have had
Like as soon as you.
I know, it's awesome radio. Definitely.
I might have had a whiskey.
I'm feeling Fred's
I just-
piano music
the
coming on
height
too.
of self-hatred is
Let's
what
hear
I
your
wrote.
letter. Go ahead.
Shitty.
Isaac and Susan.
It's already funny.
It's already great.
Isaac and Susan. Friday night I went out drinking. I got home at 7 a.m. Saturday morning, September 1st.
Here's the chronology.
I passed out, and when I woke up, it was Sunday at 5:30 p.m.
What an incredible life story.
It is now Monday. It is now.
Your mom should frame this one. Yeah.
It is now Monday, September 3rd at 10 p.m., and it wasn't until 15 minutes ago that I realized in horror I missed your wedding.
Isaac and Susan, I am a drunk.
Well, listen, words can't express how sorry I am. I consider you guys great friends, and I'm a wreck about it. I offer nothing that can be even barely recognized as an explanation, except to say that I am a mess. I've actually, believe it or not, done this before. Without a woman in my life to take care of me.
This is like the speech in The Godfather.
Listen to this. Without a woman. What do you keep bringing that up?
Without a woman in my life to take care of me, like an obese, whining, selfish.
Is this for real?
Pompous.
That's in the letter.
Pretentious ass baby. My life becomes a thick forest of bullshit and chaos.
Good Lord, Artie.
Not that you should care. Believe me, your wedding would have been scarred with my miserable, pudgy, barely shaved, enormous face hovering over it like a self-absorbed, depressed blimp.
Is this for real?
That is not on that paper.
Let me see that.
I'm sure it was wonderful, and
Artie's
it's my.
definitely on heroin again.
I'm sure it was wonderful, and it's my loss having not been there. Look at it this way: at least you have an asshole friend to talk about at parties. Feel free to speak of me loudly, since I will probably be missing another great affair, sleeping through it like a stuck pig filled with whiskey on Excedrin PM.
This is the greatest letter ever.
Does that really say that?
Please accept this check as my wedding gift. If the amount seems inappropriate, don't give it a second thought. What else would you expect at this point? The money is better off with you. After all, how many double-stuffed Oreos and Marlboro Reds can one douchebag buy?
Wow.
Wow.
All the best. You're a great couple. Sorry again, Artie.
P.S. Please excuse the vomit and grease stains on this note.
Jeez.
Can we photograph that note and put it up on howardstern.com? That is the greatest
Yeah,
note
this
ever.
is the regrets note everybody should write.
I let it flow.
Dude, that is the greatest letter ever. Shame on me not having you
If
read
you
that.
ever miss anything, use Artie's
I'm
letter.
inviting you to everything, hoping you miss something.
Wait, go back to that part about where I couldn't even believe it was written. What is that?
That was the without a woman in my life.
Yeah. I got to hear that part again.
Hallmark should make a card out
Without
of that
a
letter.
woman, believe me, I just said fuck it. I'm just going to write this.
I got a feeling his check is for over $5,000.
I would say $5,000.
Yeah.
Without a woman in my life.
Go ahead, read this. Yeah.
Without a woman in my life to take care of me, like an obese, whining, selfish, pompous, pretentious ass baby, my life becomes a thick forest of bullshit and chaos. Not that you should care. Believe me, your wedding would have been scarred with my miserable, pudgy, barely shaved, enormous face hovering over it, like a self-absorbed, depressed blimp.
Wow.
Damn.
That's an awesome letter. Dude. Yeah, we have to scan that and actually...
Yeah,
with
we'll
the
scroll it on
handwriting
Howard
is great.
TV, too.
Yeah, that's
Put
a
a
good
nice
one.
scroll.
Yeah,
She'll read it.
go ahead. Take it from Artie and scan it, please. That's an amazing letter, Artie. Congratulations.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That's how terrible I felt. I felt terrible.
He took a $5,000 nap.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What the bottom? Was there something else at the bottom you ripped off?
There's
PS?
something there that's something, yeah, I ripped
Oh, wow.
You ripped it
What?
off?
You ripped it off?
You just ripped up your whole letter.
No, I just ripped the bottom.
The bottom part. Looks like there was a PS.
There was a
or
PS,
something.
yeah.
Oh,
What was the
it-
PS?
Nothing.
What
did
is
it
the
say?
PS?
Nothing.
Come on.
Nothing.
What is the PS?
Nothing. It really is something that I'm not sure Isaac wants on the air.
Oh, this is a
Something
personal thing?
Right. I am gay.
P.S. I am gay.
Nobody's gay.
P.S. I'm gay.
I couldn't show up. That's why I drank. I was butt fucked all weekend long. I woke up in front of the refrigerator. My head was in the door.
That would be a hell of a PS.
My face was in the butter dish, and the butter was
I'm
smeared on my
gay.
ass.
That would be that's the only thing that would have topped that.
All right, listen, now that you're badgering me, all right, I'm a fag.
Artie, that was... You were pulling no punches in the self-deprecating department there.
I felt awful. Terrible, selfish thing to do. What can I tell you?
But, like, all in all, you just made a mistake. You didn't do it purposely. Why beat yourself up that badly about it?
I don't know. I caught myself in a wrong mood. You know. Today I feel a lot better about myself. I should have wrote it.
I'm Ralph Howard. In the special edition of Howard TV, we spend the day with Howard 100 Steve Langford, Lisa G, Shuley, Mike Morales, News Director Brad Driver, and myself to bring you Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
Good morning, Howard TV. Welcome to the newsroom.
Howard 100 News came about when Howard had this epiphany in the shower one morning.
I was standing in my shower, and this whole I heard a radio show in my head. But it was like WINS, the all-news station, or CBS FM, the all-news station. And I heard all of the traditional-sounding news, except it was all about the show and what was happening. And it made total sense to me. I said, well, that's the answer. You know, since we can't be on the channel, it would be rather, dare I say, brilliant to have a news team that would cover us. So that's where it all generated from.
Get in at 6 a.m. when the show starts.
Hey now, good morning everybody, what's happening this Wednesday?
Welcome to my desk. I come in at shortly after 6 o'clock. I check my emails and I go over today's headlines with our news director, Brad Driver. We decide what I'm going to say inside Howard's studio. And I basically have an outline of the guests that are coming in and who I'll be interviewing and who I'm going to be following after their interview.
I get to work generally around 6:30 in the morning.
Mr. Steve Langford.
Day one of paint drying on a wall.
Oh, stop.
Then I got to write the headlines. Brad will provide a good amount of raw material, obviously, on stuff he's put together.
It's my responsibility to decide every story that we cover. So I'll check emails, I'll check the tip line. The Howard 100 News tip line has been an unbelievable source of information. We get tips every single day, 50 to 100 tips a day. Most of them not legit, some of them extremely legit. The tip line has been an unbelievable asset. It's one of the first things I set up when I became news director here. People call us from Iraq, believe it or not, soldiers. People call us, one guy called us from Finland. He was offering Eric the Midget a job. We never report a story unless it is checked up on. It's something we're adamant about, and then we're good to go.
Howard 100.
Should a reporter's desk be neat?
Because I knew you were coming, I cleaned it up. I'm serious. It was messier the other day. I don't know. I just, well, basically I don't have time to clean it up. And I like it this way.
I'm not exactly into housekeeping. The fact of the matter is a messy desk is a busy desk.
Howard 100.
All right, it's just about 7 o'clock. I'm here. Hey, I'm here in the Stern world. My job is to go and check in with Jason and Will, let them know I'm here, and then they put my name up on the screen to let Howard know that I'm here, and then the fun begins. So come on, let's go. When I go in to do the 7 a.m. news brief, part of that is waiting for Howard Stern to call my name.
All right, Lisa G's going to come in real quick.
Okay, you just called my name, so I have to run in, run. And by the time I get into his studio, I'm out of breath. Oh my God, what am I going to say? And I really have to, get focused again and remind myself, oh yes, it's headlines.
As I said, Dr. Keith Abelo will counsel myself and Beth.
I can't wait.
Really? I think you guys are going to be...
Yes, because he's very smart. He's really good. He should go around the room one by one.
And do what? Oh, and analyze all of us?
Yes.
Sal must be having a shitty time with his marriage because I said to him, why don't you bring in your wife and do some counseling? He goes, oh, no.
No, yeah, he wouldn't do it.
No.
We almost got divorced.
You almost got divorced?
When?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
When?
Last month.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's going on now?
We're going to counseling.
What can I do for you, Lisa, with the news? Yes.
Well, we've got a Jackie Martling dating story, believe it or not, after all this. Wow, that was a heavy one today. Usually I wait in there, 15 minutes, 20 minutes if something's happening, but this was a bombshell. I feel really badly for Sal, and, I hope he's okay. I'm going to interview him. How was it telling Howard and the rest of the world?
Every time I'm in that studio, I kind of think I don't recognize the rest of the world. I just look at Howard and the crew, and then after I walk out, I realize 7 million listeners just heard that. So it's a little rough, but I think, I really didn't discuss it with my wife, but based on what I've said today, I don't know, I think, if anything, I think it was a mature conversation, and I was just expressing my love for my wife and how I want it to work.
All of a sudden, we get this bombshell that Sal's in therapy with his wife, and there's this emotional friend in the picture. And this is big news in the Stern world. So, we cover Sal's therapy like it's, the assassination of JFK, because that's important to Stern fans.
What do you think is worse? Physical cheating or emotional cheating?
Oh, emotional cheating is much worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. Well, at least from a guy's perspective, I can tell you most guys, they can totally separate sex and emotions. Like, if I went out and had sex with a chick today, I really could be meaningless to me. It's almost like jerking off inside a woman. That's how I see it. But emotional cheating is I guess that's when you're more involved, like Sal's wife was.
If my chick found some other person to talk to, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. But the physical cheating is the worst. If some other guy wants to sit there and listen to our bullshit all day long, that's fine with me, man. Emotional cheat all you want.
Cheating's cheating. Any way you slice it. Physical, emotional, I don't care. And I think they're both equally painful. I don't buy the one-night stand crap. My wife had a one-night stand. I couldn't take it. Same with the emotional stuff. I couldn't lose her either way. What shocked me is that he went on the air with it. I cannot believe he talked about it on the air. And I would love to have been on the other end of that phone when he called Christine and asked if she wanted to talk to Dr. Keith Abelo, because I don't know. I think the worst is yet to come. That fallout is coming, and I feel bad for the guy. I really do.
I think they're both equally bad. I don't think that if I found out that my wife was emotionally cheating with someone, it's going to make me feel any better. And if she's banging a dude, it's not going to make me feel any better. They're both equally bad.
She's going to bang the guy. That's going to be it.
So, Roger, we're
if she hasn't banged him already, after today, she probably will bang him, taking it on the air.
Wow.
Not a good idea.
That's what John Hines said.
Yeah, not a good idea. So I got a feeling she's going to be, if she's emailing the guy now, she's going to be more than emailing him now. She's going to be opening up those legs for him.
Ronnie the limo driver, always good for a soundbite. so we're back at my desk. I just did all those interviews about Sal and talking to Sal, the whole cheating episode. So what I'm going to do now is upload the sound from my sound card into my computer so I could listen back, catalog them, and start editing. I have about a half hour until Dr. Keith gets here. On this particular day, I had planned a Jackie Martling dating blind date story. And I said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I already interviewed him. I had it in the can. And wouldn't you know, Sal the stockbroker dropped a bombshell.
Maybe we even hold the Jackie stuff for tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever.
And obviously there's more is going to go on with Dr. Keith.
Right.
And Beth, so maybe we do two on this. And
right.
They sent Shuli on the street to do a emotional versus physical.
Yeah. So I threw out the Jackie Martling story and I did the Sal the stockbroker story. What's up?
Josh.
Julie's here.
What's up?
The animal.
What's happening, news team? What do we got today? Let's put on a pot of coffee. What are we on? Let's go.
Shuli has been a reporter at Howard 100 News for, a year and a half. He is a supreme comedian. He's also, as a reporter, better than most reporters who have all sorts of so-called experience.
No day is the same here. There's some days where, I gotta be in before 10. There's some days where I gotta be in at 6, depending on who's here that I have to interview for the news.
All right, Big Shot, what are you working on today?
Lisa, don't insult me. I know what I'm working on every day. Brad,
Yes.
what am I working on?
Well, I'll put you on the street today.
Yeah!
Put you on the street.
Reminds me of my days as a male prostitute. There's never really a normal day. Every day's fun. That's the only thing that's consistent here. And one of the things that I like to do is just kind of grab my recorder, just kind of roam the halls and pick up on stuff from the show that day. So I'm a bit hungover, and sometimes I'll just grab the recorder and I'll walk back here, and I'll just stick it in Ronnie's face, or I'll stick it in, Sal's face. Gary's really good. And they just start talking, and you end up getting a story over here, like out of the blue. Now, you made some comments yesterday about Robin on the wrap-up show.
Yes.
You want to talk to me a little bit about that?
Shoot away, brother.
Do you still feel that she hates your guts? That venom is pouring out of her, like you said
No,
before?
because at Howard's engagement party, she came over to me and she goes, I don't want Ronald to be here tonight. I don't want Ronnie to be here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she wanted the wild man.
She wanted the wild man, yeah, she did.
Do you think she has a thing for you?
No, definitely not.
Really?
She doesn't have a thing.
You don't think you'd close that deal if you get her?
No.
Get her a little buzz?
No, definitely not.
What up, player?
Yeah, I get to be a part of the news special now.
You're one of my confidants when it comes to the news. Come on. I always come in here, we sit, we jam, we talk about things. Mostly titties, but sometimes news stuff.
Asses.
JD is another one of these guys that, if I have something that involves the staff giving their reactions or thoughts, he's definitely one of the guys in the top 3 that I go to. Come here, say something nice to the camera about Howard 100 News and everybody.
Howard 100 News, there's no news team like Howard 100 News.
That's horrible. Get out of here. No, we're never going to use that.
Howard 100.
I need you to stand on lookout right now, and if Lisa G's coming, just,
She's back there with Dr. Keith.
All right, good. I gotta do something. Okay, there. Let's get a little preview. Oh, sorry. There's our preview.
But if you don't clean up, she will know you were here.
Yeah, I know. I'll clean it up, but look, Steve, look. What's that on your computer?
Now, why would you argue with her?
What'd you do? I love cock. How'd you do that?
Howard 100.
Thought around here is that you sort of address it, but that Howard keeps going.
She never works this hard.
Nothing wrong.
You should follow her around every day so she works this hard.
What are you doing? He's lying. What did you just say? Usually I wait until after a guest is done, but because of what happened today, I just wanted to get a little bit with him before he goes in. So we'll see. Hi.
Good to see you.
You came on a great day.
Yeah.
You heard about Sal?
I heard about Sal. Absolutely. Emotional relationship.
I was so excited for Dr. Keith to come into the studio because I had been speaking to him for a couple of weeks, trying to match him up with Artie Lang.
Hi, honey. Hey, you do look good. That dress hits a home run. Now, why would you argue with her? Honestly, Doctor.
Hello.
There is that question.
Yeah, why would I argue with her? What is
Well,
to
he's
argue
here to
about?
make you argue.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that you'd argue
I'm
with
in
her.
love with her. She looks great. She is great. She's a great person. Why would I argue with this woman?
So he did the interview here, and then I got Artie and Dr. Keith together outside in the hallway, and I was so excited about it.
There you go. How are you?
How you doing? Dr. Keith was very good.
You were good at the end there, Artie.
What do you mean I was good?
You know, you got a lot of stuff out.
I was trying to be honest, you know?
I just think the two of them make a great team, that Dr. Keith is really hip, and Artie needs someone who really gets him very quickly, and Dr. Keith is the person.
Artie's got his own armor that he wears, and that's my calling in the world, is when I feel it, because you get a certain swagger. It's got to have developed because internally...
Yeah, but Artie hasn't wanted
Internally, he's vulnerable.
Right, but he hasn't wanted to go to therapy.
But would you?
I was very reluctant of it.
Here's the thing, we could do it.
You mean you think you could help?
Even on the phone,
yes, absolutely.
right? I mean,
even on the phone.
I got Dr. Keith and Artie together, so...
Perfect. So
I've been working on this. I've been talking to Dr. Keith for about 2 weeks now, I guess.
He's been talking about getting in touch with Artie and trying to help him out,
Yeah. So look, even if Artie makes that one phone call, that's a good thing. It only takes the first step, right? So.
Exactly.
The deal is I'm supposed to be outside at 9:15, ready to jump through that door at any moment. The only cue is Howard saying, Steve Langford now with Howard 100 News.
Let's go over to Steve Langford, John Hine, and Steve the intern, who all have updates for us on tonight's programming.
So as soon as he says it, I come bounding through the door, and it's showtime. Boy, is it ever.
Would you go see a movie starring Casey Armstrong and Jim Florentine?
If you want to sound exciting, you got to get into it.
Robin's faux fecal filth dumped off eBay.
You're trying to grab them by the throats.
I've known Steve for many years, and this is him. This is the way the guy is. He is a reporter's reporter.
Steve kind of scares me.
Ralph Howard is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Good morning.
The backbone.
The heart and soul.
I set the table.
Listen, I gotta tell you something. Langford was really talking crazy shit about you. He was saying that he talked about fisting and farting jokes and like shitting and stuff. And I got on camera a couple times. I was like, don't, you know, he's a pro. Don't say that about him. But, you know, I'm just letting you.
It's time that the story got out, actually.
Ralph Howard, he is the wit, the charm, the backbone of Howard 100 News. He has one of the greatest voices in the business.
A typical day for me is when I arrive around 10 o'clock. I get ready to write the new newscast, and I do 6 news reports, 6 newscasts every day. Most of them writing into reports by our reporters, but also cruising the wires for stories that might be related to Howard Stern.
Hey now! What's going on today?
Oh, you heard.
You were in early.
You heard.
Early?
Yes.
It's 10 o'clock. So my day starts at about 10 a.m. It's a full day right from that 10 a.m. moment. We have our news department meeting at 10.
10 a.m. meeting is when we solidify the stories for the day. Big day. Obviously, we got Sal is the major headline with Sal's revelation. And then we have Dr. Keith, both with Artie and Betho. So Lisa will do 2 on Sal, 2 on 2 on Dr. Keith. 1 with Artie, 1 with Betho. Is that what you're thinking?
Let's see, I have Artie with the Playboy guy, and I have Artie with Dr. Keith. But I mean, you tell me. I didn't get Beth because she ran out, and I
do these 3 first. Steve's got a couple of possibilities.
I talked to Artie about the Sam thing.
Oh, yeah, what did it say?
And he said he's willing to talk about it. So
great, Sam.
Now,
Sam's willing, or Artie said it's okay if we call Sam.
Artie's going to talk to me about it, and then I'll check.
All right.
Now,
so
what's the Sam?
We're going to talk to Artie and Sam Simon about the Fox.
Yeah. Apparently, Sam, according to Artie, has agreed to executive produce a show on Fox if they do a show.
Week in review, Ralph, I'll get it done earlier today for you, and the promo we're writing right now. Shuli's going to do an MOS about the physical versus emotional attachment.
Shuli here, Howard 100 News, 10:30 in the morning, the streets of Manhattan, 6th Avenue, doing a little man on the street with my recorder. Gonna go interview people about relationships and screwing. If one of you were to cheat on the other one, okay?
Yeah.
Would you rather she cheat on you mentally with a guy by talking to him and falling in love with him with his mind, or would you rather she cheat on you physically, just sex? Which would you not want, in your opinion?
Might not want.
Yeah.
Physical, maybe.
Physical, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather your better half cheat on you mentally or physically? You had to choose one.
Mentally.
Right.
Mentally.
No guy wants his chick.
Fuck that.
Would you rather your wife fall for a guy mentally, or would you rather that she goes out and bangs somebody?
Yeah, go out and bang somebody, so, you know what I mean?
Right.
Much easier, but yeah, that's why I get rid of her too, you know what I mean?
Right.
Bang him,
Right.
bang him, bang him, bang him.
Howard 100.
Mike Morales, the man, the myth, the
Ladies
legend.
and gentlemen, Mike Morales.
You knew it, by the way.
Oh my God! What the fuck? Surely.
I'm ready for the 10 a.m. blowjob, Michael.
Howard 100.
It's 11:03 right now. It sounds like they're wrapping up the show. I was back in the newsroom putting some stuff together, and I need to get Artie to talk about a different story. So I'm going to stand here. Sometimes he escapes out this door here. Sometimes he comes out here. You know, the poor guys have been on the radio for 5 hours already, and then they face you and me.
The last thing in the world they want to see is a bunch of reporters outside waiting for them to talk more. They're tired. They've had a long day. Seriously.
In the beginning, when we first started, it was so bad that sometimes it would be 3 or 4 reporters out there, either for Howard TV or for the Howard 100 News, and it was like holding a press conference.
Look, some people may not like Steve Langford having a mic in their face, but we're doing our job.
Langford's after us. This is bullshit. What do you want?
Artie will tease us about, and the others will too, about, I don't want to talk to Howard 100 News. But the fact of the matter is, they're all terrific, they're all patient, and they always give us great sound.
I have a deal at the Fox Network, and we might shoot a pilot for my own late night show from 12:30 to 1 on Saturday nights, and Sam Simon has agreed to be the executive producer.
The reporters will all do their interviews and write their scripts.
To me, the writing of the script is the setup, and the clips are the punchline.
It's not easy. I always say people on TV have it easy because they've got pictures to tell a story, and I have my words and I have my sound, and I find it very creative, and I try and make it as enjoyable and interesting as I can for our listeners.
Once the script is together, they show it to me.
So I got this thing ready. It's the last one.
Once the script is done, they go to track their script.
Shuli here in our recording studio, Jizz. When we walk into our Tiz studio, it's kind of cool because it's our own studio. When you go in there after Langford's been in there, if he's cracked a little ass, it is not a pleasant odor at all.
Once we write our stories, we put in the sound bites, we put in the tracks, we get it approved by Brad, and then we come down here, bark the thing into a microphone.
If you're going to deliver something, you get into, your whole body gets into it. It's the energy of trying to blast this news item.
Sam Simon, the man with the mile-long resume, from The Simpsons to Cheers, agreeing to executive produce Artie Lang's possible late-night show on Fox. This is huge.
Around 11, the stories start coming in. Ralph's in the studio anchoring the newscast.
I'm Ralph Howard. It was Therapy Day on The Stern Show. Howard and Beth O talking about their relationship with Dr. Keith Abloh. Because I do the introductions. I do get a copy of the scripts whenever possible, or listen to the reports to make sure I understand what they're talking about, but also not to repeat what they've said in their reports.
His writing brings together all the news briefs by writing the intros and tags.
Sal declared his marriage is in trouble, that he and Christine are working with a therapist. But what about that other candidate, Artie Lang? I try not to wink at a story when I'm doing it, but I also try to sound like I believe in what I'm talking about. Another Howard 100 News Brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
using our audio software, I take Ralph Howard's anchor track and compile it with the reporters' stories throughout the day and mix all that into a 3 to 4 minute newscast.
It's now almost 11:40. We got 20 minutes to get this on the air, which is more time than we generally have. It's done. We're going to listen back to it, approve the whole thing, and we'll put it in the profit system, and it'll get on the air.
I have a little less than an hour to get the entire first noon newscast on, which is our biggest newscast of the day. It's usually 6 to 7 minutes long.
All the news that's fit for the kibitzing yentas to gossip about.
Yenta 100.
Here's Lisa G.
Could we please hear the news? Could you turn that up?
Then up your block. It's time for America to wake up. No more bullshit. It's a revolution. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. The noon report goes off at noon. The other reports go off whenever they do, which is why we close off by saying another news brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
There's a news brief about every hour. So from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have all brand new, fresh news briefs that run all through the afternoon, and then those replay throughout the night.
It's important that we have real news people doing this project because we approach it as real news people to make sure we get the facts, to make sure we understand what the story's about, and just to make sure that people believe what we have to say.
You look at who's in that news department, they've got real news experience. They're people who are committed to, they have journalistic integrity.
We adhere to journalistic standards. We fact check, we triple check our sources, we research, and we really believe in what we do.
The Howard 100 news reporters that we have are credible, actual news reporters, and they are covering real stories. They may sound absurd and off the wall, but those are real happenings and real events that have taken place on the shows or on the channels.
We are very lucky. We're covering an exciting subject. There's always stuff going on associated with this show. And sometimes it's silly, and sometimes it's very controversial, and sometimes it's actual news.
2 o'clock, just finished up. Got the news stories in for today.
It's about 2:30. My day is over.
At the end of the day in the newsroom, it's like you're tired, but you're also satisfied that you put some good stories on the air.
That's it for another day here at Howard 100 News.
And that wraps it up. That finishes my day. It was a lot of fun. These are great people. Sometimes we have terrific days. We've had great stories and great coverage.
It's always a good feeling. You go home knowing you got your work accomplished. And it's kind of exciting not knowing what the next day is going to bring. I'm going to wrap things up and head home. But as you saw, it's a fairly busy day in the Howard 100 News Department.
I really don't even realize when it's coming to an end. I have so much fun up here. It's such a dream for me to be up here working. I just don't see it as work.
It's a pleasure coming in here every day. And you look forward to the next day. It's about 6 p.m., about to head home for the night. I've got basic headlines together for tomorrow. Had some good stuff today, a new exclusive for tomorrow. So it should be a good day tomorrow, too. Thanks for spending the day with Howard 100 News.
The future of Howard 100 News, I think, is going to be very bright. A lot of great things to come.
I think it'll evolve over time.
A lot of exciting stories, a lot of exciting events.
I think we are changing the rules of reporting, and I'm very excited to be a part of it.
We're just kind of digging into this thing now. Who knows where it could lead.
Howard 100 News should go as far as they let us take it.
They've taken it and run with it on their own. This was an idea. I didn't know if it would work. They've made it work.
The Howard 100 News Department has done an incredible job over the last year and a half covering everything Howard and are to be congratulated on the great job that they do.
show. I'm here to promote superdeluxe.com. It's another internet show. One day I'll get back on TV. It's The Good Side of Bad News. Me and another comedian, Jim Norton, just comment on all bad news and think of good stuff about it. So I'm here for that. And also, you know, I tour with the Killers of Comedy / the Hack Pack. So I'm sure that will be brought up. And that doesn't really bother me. I'm doing comedy 15 years. You want to call me a hack, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
So you're not here to go toe-to-toe with Artie like Shuley did?
No, I don't care. I know I'm not a hack, so I don't take it personally, so it's no big deal to me. But, you know, now, you know, I guess they were taking it personally, but they're making T-shirts up, the Hack Pack T-shirts, so obviously it can't affect them that much, and they're selling them at the shows, so.
Things aren't that bad.
No, it's like, whatever, who cares? Half the crowd doesn't even know what a hack is. No one walks out of our show going, oh, you know, Jim Florentine did a couple of airplane jokes, and, you know, those are hacky from 1970. They don't care about that. They just want to fucking yell, scream, us do our quick dick jokes and get out of there.
So you're just going to have a good time with Howard and the gang?
Yeah, it'll be fun, you know. I'm sure Richard and Sal will come in with some stories about us on the road or whatever, so it should be interesting. All right, and Levy, I'm sure, will make his phone call in, going, I didn't say that, because he's putting the Iron Sheik on the shows now.
Right, he's a superstar. He's a booking agent.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work. It's, you know, you got the Iron Sheik, you got Beetlejuice, you got all this stuff. It's like, where does I don't even know what the Iron Sheik's going to do on our comedy shows. What? I guess if one of my jokes bombs, he's going to come out and body slam me or something. I guess that's
put you in the camel clutch.
He's going to give me the camel clutch if I don't close strong on my set. So it should be interesting.
All right, bro. We'll see you in there.
All right, man.
Let's get Jimmy Florentine in here. Let's see what he's up to. Fucking guy. He's a comedian. Was that something funny? Jimmy's kind of gross.
What are you talking about, Jimmy Florentine?
Jimmy Florentine, yeah. He's kind of gross because
Kinda.
He loves doing gross things to people. Hey, Jim. Good to see you.
Good.
It's my man right there, Jim Florentine. Funny dude.
What do you mean? No, I'm growing up. I'm not doing that gross stuff anymore.
Is that right? You're growing out of it?
Yeah.
Everybody's maturing.
One time he went in a bathroom, like at a concert.
Oh, no. Are you going to tell me something really gross?
No, him and Richard went to that, you know that thing in Kansas they went to, that Rocklahoma.
Right.
The gross concert.
So Jim goes there and there's like outdoor porta potties and he takes chili and he's like in the bathroom and like he'll pretend to be eating shit out of a bowl, but like and when people open the door they're like, oh my God. And then
That's not funny.
It backfired on him because this hot chick opened the door and went, Jimmy, he had been hitting on her?
Well, yeah, I met her the night before backstage. I said, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. She goes, okay, great. And there's 30,000 people there. The next day, I got chili and like beef stew on a plate. I'm standing like halfway through in the porta-john, and Richard's egging everyone on. That guy's eating shit. Oh, my God.
That guy is out of it, man.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Eating shit.
No, he's not.
Oh, that is disgusting, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, he's eating shit.
And then other times I would just stay in the porta-john. It's like 140 degrees in there.
Horrible,
I'm like, what am I doing?
I know. And then like
so then she opens the door. This girl out of 30,000 people, one I met the night before. It's like, oh my God, that's great. Hey, I know you. What do you eat? You're eating shit. And she just ran away.
I couldn't even eat in the. You know, I couldn't even eat in there.
Have food in there.
That's going. See, he does commit the joke.
He commits to jokes. Like he'll eat a bunch of vegetables and then go on a plane and then just sit there and the loudest farts and it's kind of gross though.
I was telling somebody the story.
You know what I mean?
Come on, all right. If me and you are sitting in first class and I'm farting and people behind you are getting disgusted, you're telling me that's not funny?
It is funny, but it does stink. I mean, it's pretty gross. But then
the woman one time the stewardess followed me to the bathroom and started spraying the bathroom door while I was in there. She started spraying. Friends like,
Jim, where was the gig? I'm going to remember this. I didn't think, you know, when you hear that, you go, I'm more mature than that. But then when it happens, because where was the gig? You know what I'm talking about. It was me, you, and KC was with us. Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah, in the airport.
Right. Okay, in the airport. Like a big resort community, a family skiing, like the American family, two lovely children.
Right.
And we walked by them in the airport on our way to get a car, and I'm even cranky. I just got off a plane. We got a show that night. We're a foot from them, and Jim the loudest fart you've ever heard. and the whole family just turns in horror. I mean, like,
it was perfect timing.
I laughed until we did the show that night.
But do you ever feel bad for like the people that you're
No,
farting
look,
on?
man, it's 2 seconds out of it. You know what I mean? I just fart and I move on. It's not, I didn't hurt anybody.
And then
all the kids were giggling, the parents were disgusted, but the kids had.
Yeah, the kids
had
like it.
And Richard will describe they're on their way to these gigs and they're on these long car rides and like Richard will fart and then Jim goes, roll up the window so that you lock the smell in. I love it.
Well, I don't love it, but I'm just, you know what? If someone did it, I'm going to take it.
And he goes,
you're ruining the joke if you roll the window down.
He goes, and Jimmy tells me he can even tell what I ate.
Oh, great.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. That's wild.
I always remember the pepper mill story. I was telling somebody that the other day. He had the guy go through one of those pepper mills at a restaurant and pile up the pepper.
That's funny.
And he's so committed, he ate the darn thing.
Yeah. Whenever I go to dinner now, they come around, you want pepper? Everyone at the table's like, please don't do it. I did it with my family. I was in Jamaica last week with them.
So you make the guy empty out an entire pepper.
Yeah, I only bet him won about 8 minutes this time.
Right.
My family was disgusted. They're like, look, because they're all laughing, they can't eat.
You mean the guy goes, like the first minute in, the guy goes, all right, is that enough?
Yeah,
and
I'm like, more, man.
Well, no, one of the
and does the guy laugh as he's sitting?
No, he was not laughing at all because he had a bunch of other tables to get to.
And one of the stories,
then
the
they had
guy
to bring
ran
another.
out. Yeah, the guy ran out. He had to go get him more pepper.
Well,
right?
no, yeah.
So this is you now. What were you like before you stopped all this and grew up?
He had to bring another pepper guy in, a relief pepper guy, and the other guy came in because his arm was tired.
In front of your family?
Yeah, in front of my family. Yeah.
So that went 8 minutes, and then you ate every bit of the salad.
Yeah, I ate it all. Yeah. I had to because I got nephews. They look up to me. They can't just say I'm going to throw this out.
Wow. Does it burn your whole mouth up?
It was pretty spicy.
Yeah.
But everything in Jamaica is so.
That's funny, man.
You know what's a real simple one is walking down the street with him in New York, and he just goes, "Sir," and then we just keep walking. And, I mean, every time a guy falls, the guy looks behind him.
And then Artie laughs, so he thinks Artie said it.
Yeah, I laugh every time.
So you've been working a lot?
Yeah, I've been on the road and working. I'm doing a TV show now. Yeah, I'm doing good,
okay?
A
TV show?
Well, it's
Jim had a rough experience. His beautiful girlfriend, who we knew very well, Jade.
Yeah.
She committed suicide. But so now Jimmy's like a whole advocate. Didn't you do some charity work for suicide prevention?
Yeah, I'm working with this foundation, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention now.
And what'd you do? Did like a long walk?
Yeah, I did a 20-mile walk for him.
How does that make
money? Just people. You have to raise enough money. You have to raise at least $1,000 just to walk.
Oh wow!
So everyone that did it, and there was about over like 2,000 people. I raised about $5,000 for it.
But you're lazy. Did you do the whole walk?
I did about 13 miles.
And then what happened?
Because it was ridiculous. It was 20 miles through Manhattan. You know what I mean? It was from dusk till dawn.
Right. And you didn't do it?
Well, what happened is they realized that 20 miles was too long, so they had people picking up in buses to take them further along because we were never going to finish in time.
Oh.
Me and my other buddy, this guy Ray Combs. Remember Ray Combs Senior? Yeah.
Ray Combs Sr. committed suicide.
Yeah, so I was walking with his son, Ray Combs Jr. is a comic. He's a good friend of mine.
I didn't know that.
So we walked together, and we got to like the Upper West Side. It was like 2 in the morning. There was a bar open. We go, you know what? Let's go in and do a shot for our loved ones. One quick shot, then we'll get back in line and start walking.
Are you guys in like some sort of support group together? Because his father, Ray Combs, who hosted Family Feud,
he committed suicide.
Yeah, and Jade, of course, committed suicide. It was tough, man. So do you guys sit there and talk suicide stuff together?
Yeah, we do. I go to support groups. He doesn't go to the same ones I do.
What are the support groups like? What do they do?
It's called Survivors of Suicide. So everyone that's been through it, we sit around and we talk. It's like an AA meeting.
Do you goof around there?
No, there's no goofing around.
No, you serious?
I was at one last night till like 10 o'clock. It's just you see a mother come in that just lost her son. It's horrific.
Have you ever picked up any chicks there?
No, but there's a lot of women that want me to set them up with their daughters and stuff. I'm like, nah,
I got to figure women are vulnerable at that point if they're coming there.
That would be a good pickup spot, you think?
Yeah,
it is.
As a hideous man, I know this.
No, because there's this woman I talked to on the phone. She's about 53. She came to Artie's show this weekend. She was in town.
Right.
And she just lost her son about a year ago, and we've been talking on the phone. She emailed me what happened with Jade.
That's the roughest thing to go through.
It's horrific, especially a mother losing her son.
Right.
And, we've become good friends, and she was in town. I took her to Artie's show, and she's like, Jim, just fuck me, please.
Really?
Just throw me one. I don't care. And I'm like, you can't do that because it's,
Wait,
you know what I mean?
The mother said that?
The mother, yeah. The mother.
Wow.
She's hot though.
Wow.
She has, but you know what? You can't you can't take advantage of somebody like that.
Wow, look at you have grown up. You can't take advantage of someone?
You would have done it a few years ago.
I would have exactly. I would have done it in a second.
I can't believe this. So what?
You know,
since-
she's because you know what she's
She's messed up right
she's messed
now.
up. I'm messed up right now, and I don't want to ruin our friendship because we call each other when we're having bad days.
Boy, that's awfully high-minded of
Yeah.
you, not to, to turn down pussy.
And
I
she's
mean-
smoking. I mean, you met her, Artie. She's hot, right?
Oh,
She's
very
50.
hot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nice body.
Boy, you're real. Maybe this whole experience has changed you. In
I think
some
it
weird
definitely
way.
has. Absolutely.
I mean, that you wouldn't fuck some broad who just is begging for
Dude,
it.
I got so many girlfriends that I just go out to lunch with or dinner, and I don't do anything with them.
Have you had
now.
sex since Jade?
And I've never,
girlfriends
and,
now.
and I never did that. I never wanted to spend time with women if I couldn't sleep with them. Like for what?
Yeah, I mean, why?
But
would
now
you?
I actually enjoy it because look, when I'm having a bad day, I can't call my friend Bob Levy up
You
and go,
can't
Bob,
call
I'm having a
Artie,
good
yeah.
day. No, I can call Artie because Artie, Artie
He will talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely, Artie will. But like Bob, Artie's tough to get in touch with. But Bob, I can't
Bob's
call him
always
up.
available?
Bob, yeah, he's always available. I got a hotline to his basement phone
Have you
number.
had sex since Jade's suicide?
No.
Not
A couple of blowjobs, but no.
Just blowjobs.
Yeah.
Why do you think just blowjobs and not intercourse?
I don't know. I just, I haven't, they were actually compliment, they just said, look, I feel bad for you. Pull your pants down. And
wow.
and
But
gave
did
me
you
one,
enjoy
so.
the blowjobs?
Of course.
Okay, so why wouldn't you go ahead and have
Well,
sex?
I don't know. I mean, I'll get to that point, but, it's going to be a while before I get close to somebody again.
But you
know?
and Jade had already broken up. But
Well, we weren't actually. I mean, we were having problems. This is the thing. I turned 40, she turned 30. We're both growing apart.
Right.
We're trying to make it work. We're together 6 years. And
boy, the
then,
way she looked, I never would have grown apart from her, man.
well, I mean, she just, when a woman hits 30, it changes. You know what I mean? So I hit 40, and I was like, I don't know what I want. She didn't know what she wanted. We're having
So
problems.
she said to you, hey, let's call it off?
No, I mean, we were both like just, going in different directions. We
Yeah.
were still living together. We bought a place together, and
his girlfriend was super hot.
Yeah, and it got to the point where, we were trying to make it work. We were breaking up. We're getting back together. We were always still living there. And then, Christmas came, and we said, you know what? We had a great Christmas, so let's just go in the new year and see what happens. And then 2 days later, it was,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Do you think psychologically the reason you can't fuck some girl now is that you're afraid that she might kill herself? You could lose her?
Yeah, well, the next relationship I go in, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be tough.
You know who he should join up with? He
Oh.
should hook up with Richard Jenny's ex.
Right.
Yeah, see, that really set me back when I heard that because I knew Richard. We had the same management. Yeah, I mean, it was really sad. You know what I mean? And then everybody's like going, well, was it because you didn't get an HBO special? Was that it? It's it's a lifelong depression is what it is.
She had lifelong depression?
I get, she was, she had her issues, definitely.
Right.
And it was just, it's just tough. Everybody does, but I never thought she would do it. I never did.
You told me you were on stage and you got a call from her, but you were on stage. You couldn't take the call, so she left a voicemail saying, hey, that's it. I'm done. I'm done living, right?
Oh, so there was a little message.
Yeah. So did you save that message or did you get rid of it?
No, I only listened to it once. I had saved it for like 2 weeks, and then I just erased it. I couldn't
Smart.
listen to it again.
I don't know anything about the topic, but I couldn't be able to, I wouldn't want to hear that ever again.
No, I just, I had it, and I'm like, what am I saving it for? I just, there's no way I could have listened to it again. It was too painful,
Dude, you went through a lot. I felt real bad.
I know,
didn't
you
what
called
to
me.
say.
I appreciate it. You called me a few times. We talked, and
Did you found her?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was,
And there's no way to erase that from your mind.
No, and when you find somebody, it makes it even worse. It's even a longer grieving process, when you do that. But yeah, I mean, I was hoping that it was just it was a cry for help, that call, and I rushed home, and
you were too late.
Yeah, it was too late. Yeah.
Motherfucker. That is awful, man. That is just awful.
Yeah,
Sweet
it's,
girl, too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked her a
really.
lot.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, she certainly didn't seem like to us.
I know. Well,
the
that's
kind
what
of
everybody
person
said. She
who
was
would
always
do
up
that.
and happy and
She used to
stuff.
grab my
absolutely.
nuts.
I know.
Not
that's
too
the
many
way-
girls like that who look that good and will grab my nuts.
Yeah, it's a shame, But I've been I'm just trying to get help, and
I didn't know you found her.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Maybe you told me that. I blocked it out.